Yeah, well,
Wow.
it worked. First try. Fuck everyone who doubted me. Right, let's get some music on.
He insulted us all there.
Yeah.
Don't forget
to my heart.
Don't forget, Daryl, you'd be nothing without us.
I could do this all by myself. I'd say a role play by myself. Watch this. Right, Victoria, you walk up to the tree. What do you do? I leap over the tree, cast this extremely complicated spell. All right, fair enough. Roll. How do I roll again?
Fuck off.
Shit, son. And then I go, Jess. Right, so now you're at the tree. What do you do? Let me have a wee think about it, laddie. You wee dad, you junkie. Dave, what do you do? Down. Not fucking down. Not down. What about you, Clock? Boy, fucking give me an old Finbo. You know, that's all I care about now. And Carl,
better give me a fucking fanboy in this session.
Here, where am I? Screams.
Oh my god.
There. Just role played the entire session by myself.
You don't need us.
Can't
See
say
you
it
later.
Yeah, see ya.
I'm actually starving, so I'll talk about it.
Yeah, you guys go. I got this, lads. I'll just put one big screen on. Do I still have your big? No, I don't. No, that didn't work. That was I must have set it up properly.
I love the disclaimer. That's not actually matching what you're saying.
Yeah, it didn't work. Right, Jenny, have you got your recap?
Yes, ready to go. I'll get straight into it because I know we got delayed. As we walk into the woods, Casper senses we are being followed. He knows the voice of the woods and can hear beings communicate with each other through code. He tells Penny this before speaking it to the woods, requesting Kelcorum. We hear a voice approaching us. He calls Casper soft, requesting Casper tell him who he is. The grove also serves Nador. He questions us, but Casper stands his ground, saying he does not respect the old gods if he does not honor his request. Out from the woods, a man appears. He wears a skull mask. He is a darker druid than Casper. This is evident. Casper tells us Kelcorum will protect us as long as we do not attack. The druid knows that Casper has started his own grove. This man is obviously Cormac. He has 4 other druids with him. He knows much about Casper and us. Penny and I are worried by their appearance, but Casper assures us we will be safe. Cormac is surprised we have made it so far, as woods have been hounded by orcs lately. These orcs serve her, Faitha, the witch mother. He says there is an unnatural evil chill in the woods. He says we will talk more over feeding. We are both a hidden campsite. We would never have found it if we were not led here. The camp is sparse. There is many an empty hut. In the corner, a druid is reading entrails. Another is healing a bird. They are similar to Casper and yet so different. There is the statue in the middle of the camp, which we know this is Nador. And takes an interest in Penny. He calls her a twin soul. He states Casper is also a void born. We do not know what any of this means. He claims there is an odd smell of all of us. There is something forgotten and lost about us. Cormac wants to know. Do Penny and Dahlia communicate? Cormac feels compelled to help Penny. He informs her he can perform a ritual that will allow Penny to communicate with Dahlia. I ask, can Cormac separate the 2 souls? He calls me ignorant and says that for this to happen, both must die. In union, they can only really live. He makes us leave and tells us we will speak under the full moon. Casper thanks him and we part ways. Gasper relieves himself before we go to our quarters, taking in the scenes around him. He spots nothing unusual. As we are brought to our hut, I ask Penny, does she want to meet Dahlia? I think this might be a rare opportunity for Penny. Casper informs the price will be painful. These are not as kind as he is. Wagon is afraid if we do this, we will be stuck with Dahlia, and he does not like her. Casper says the decision is Penny's. I also point out that Dahlia is hard to hit, and she might come in handy to protect Penny in fights, even though Penny is fantastic in combat. Penny is nervous of the price. She knows herself it will not be paid in gold. We chat amongst ourselves, talking about the nature of orcs and how we should approach this until the full moon rises and we must meet Cormac. Eventually we are summoned. Since we took our rest, a bonfire has been created. We heard none of the commotion. Cormac looms over us as he calls us to him. He begins to smoke Onark root. Caspar partakes, as does Wagon, Penny, and I. Gasp politely refuses. Cormac asks Caspar what we are doing here. Caspar tells him we are searching for a witch by the name of Melkoya. Gasp fills Cormac in on what he knows. Cormac states this person is unknown to him. Cormac informs us she is not causing the sickness, that something far worse is causing it. Gasp tells Cormac he will have knowledge of this. Gasp tells Cormac he will have knowledge of the sickness. I ask if he has heard of the purples. He has not. He says he will help us though, and asks Caspar to walk with him in the woods. He tells Caspar there is a Wiccan Tra in the woods. It is the source of corruption. The forest is cursed. The head orc is known as Nagash the Heart Eater. Cormac will lure the main body of orcs away from the Wiccan Tra, and Caspar must complete a ritual to destroy it. If Penny wishes to complete the ritual, she must bring a living orc to Cormac so that he may do the ritual. It is not Dahlia's price, but Cormac's. If we do not help, Calcorum will be gone by the sunrise, and we must leave the camp. Caspar returns and fills us in. Penny decides she wants to do the ritual. Wagon voices his concerns, saying he is much older now and is worried about combat with them. If he has to put them all down, he will. Caspar says this is a personal mission for him, and after some discussion and concerns, we decide to go with him. It seems Nador is leading us down this path. The next morning we travel with Cormac and his druids, making our way towards the tree. After about 2 hours away from the tree, we chat about our plan. Caspar getting to the tree is the top priority, and taking an orc for the ritual. We stealth in successfully as I cast my mage armor and Gasp focuses his key. As we see the tree, Caspar changes into his badger form. We make our way around the orcs, finding our positions. All of a sudden, Gasp announces himself, shotgunning his fists. We surprise the orcs and manage to all get a move against them. Caspar shoots poison ivy across the battlefield, damaging the orcs. Penny charges in as one of the orcs, knocking him prone. I encourage Penny, magically charging her passion. Wagon puts on his armor of pure steel as Gasp comes in, stunning an orc. As Penny smashes an orc in the front of her, Gasp shouts, reminding her, we need one alive. Caspar stealthily moves towards the tree and casts his green magic. He implores Nador to remove the tree and restore balance. He needs time as the orcs surround him. I command an orc to protect Caspar as Wagon runs over to protect him too. An orc charges up and hits Caspar with his weapon. However, somehow Caspar keeps his concentration. The orc I command shoots his comrade. I throw my voice and shout in Orcish, he is an orc traitor, as the orc believes me and says he will have his guts. Wagon sets kelp traps across the ground. They look cute but do a serious amount of damage. Penny kills an orc as she looks at his buddy standing beside him, snarling, you're next. Cassius pushes deeper into the cursed tree. The orc charges the other orc. He jumps over Wagon's traps. However, Penny does manage to hit him with Necromasher. He still charges into the other orc. The orc beside Caspar gets so worked up he misses Caspar straight in front of him. Gasp lunges at one of the orcs, knocking himself and the orc onto Wagon's traps. The orc takes damage. Gasp manages to maneuver out of the traps. The crossbow tries to hit the orc beside Caspar. Sadly, it misses. As it misses, Wagon launches a boomerang at him, and Gasp knocks another orc to the ground. Caspar bursts into the rotten core of the tree. The dark energy of Veta is in this tree. It speaks to Caspar, telling him he's in the wrong place. The voice makes Caspar feel like he is going insane. The tree erupts into white flowers. blooming beautifully. Badger Casper barks in triumph. The orc screams, entering into a fury, attacking Casper. The fight rages on, but we have won the tree at least. All of a sudden, Dahlia bursts through, ready to take down the remaining orcs. I notice the orc with the greatsword pacing the battlefield. I cast one of my more powerful spells on him, and he explodes onto the battlefield. Seeing his companion blow up, one of the orcs sees this as his opportunity and tries to flee towards the wood. But as he does, Wagon shoots him with a crossbow and hits him in the back of the head, killing him instantly. Wagon throws his boomerang, hitting another orc in the eye. Dahlia grabs an orc, saying she heard she might need him later. However, she is so strong she grabs him, popping his head. Thankfully, we still have one orc left who surrenders. Gasp manacles him. We have been victorious in both our attacks. We notice Dahlia is with us. She notices it has been a while since she has been out with us, and she is very mad. I try to talk to her, but she is convinced I prefer Penny. She charges at me, but suddenly Penny reappears. Thank the eventide. Penny hugs me and asks what happened. We gather ourselves and the orc and make our way back to the camp.
Well done.
Well
Well
done,
done.
Jenny. That was brilliant.
Hell.
Jesus, dude, so in depth.
In-depth and speedy.
I'm not gonna lie. There was no jokes this time, but it was really good.
It was too intense of a session.
Yeah, true.
Hearing that back, the orcs never really did have a chance. You just fucking absolutely annihilated them. Right. So, are you guys happy with me to bring you straight back to the druids, or do you want to roleplay first?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
I'm
fast
okay.
travel.
Yeah.
I don't want to, because I want to be awkward.
Right, Wagon. Yeah, you
Just
can
for
roleplay
the
by
sake
yourself.
of democracy,
in the
like,
tree.
I'll just be Daryl. Chaos. Make a sandy check.
Wagon, talk A1 about Pella.
Sorry, I think we should just fast travel.
Who in the flash that blazes is Daryl?
Roll 58 sandy check there. Right, okay. So, after travelling back towards to where you last saw the druid, Cormac meets you, sees you guys have the orc, and shortly after, the orc has been begging and pleading for his life for the last 2 hours, promising that he'll do this and that. And shortly before, so Cormac approaches the orc and basically shoves these kind of herbs into his face, these kind of like handful of leaves and herbs right into the orc's face, causing the orc to go limp. Then the druids say, we will take him now as our offering, and we will bring him back. You have all done very well. Let us return, and we will give you the knowledge you have come to seek, Under Elf.
Much obliged. Oh, we're gonna go tend to our wounds a little bit and let you do your voodoo.
So, you guys come back to the camp. We're gonna say there's a rest, a full rest. We'll say there's 2 full rests. Okay, so you heal your healing rate times 2.
I'm good. I took no damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that
6 of the 7 druids come back. And you know yourself, Caspar, it's generally considered where you fall. If you fall in the forest as a druid, that's where you lie. They leave you there to become one with the ground on which you fell. It's like a tradition with Nador. If you fall on the land you protect, like, and you can nurture plant life in any way with your body, that's where they leave you. There's no ceremony. It's really kind of root-ish in the way that it's like, you're gone now, you're gone to Nador, your body's basically just fertilizer now, essentially. Yeah, there's no significance to your body. Yeah, for the old faith, the way the Northern Grove does, might be different for Caspar. These are brought back, and there's a meal set out for you. By the time you get back, it is it's just coming to nighttime, and they set out a lavish meal. They say a hail to the fallen druid, and the orc is basically kept tied up. And
And,
Cormac's
where's my femboy? Should be here by now. I was promised.
he's in the middle of the forest, man. Have you ever seen hentai? You're about to. Evil Dead shit, man.
Whoa.
So Cormac stands up at the top of the table and says, "You have all done well, and you have all done a very important task for the Northern Forest. For this, you have the thanks of the Northern Forest." He takes out kind of like a piece of what looks, it's not really paper, it's more like extreme. I know paper is extremely skinny wood, thin wood, but this is not as flexible as paper. It looks like it's like a big piece of bark that's been smoothed down. It is paper, just I suppose you consider very, very thick paper.
Cardboard?
Cardboard. Nah, kind of. Cardboard's compressed paper. Like it's broken down and then compressed into something. Yeah, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is an education.
Sometimes you say things and it really gets me going, man.
He
Nerd alert.
he draws a map on it and he hands it to you, Gasp. He goes, "The temple you seek is that of your queen in the north west of the forest."
Have you laid eyes upon this temple?
We have.
I mean, what condition does it lie in? Is there any more of my people there, or is it occupied?
There was people there. Many, not so long ago, in fact. We lived in harmony with them before they left us alone. Some calamity happened there that I will not go into. But all you need know is that it is ruined now. And we had nothing to do with it.
Just out of curiosity, this calamity happened about 5 years ago?
We do not follow time in the Northern Grove as you modern
Summers,
people
5
may.
summers.
Yes.
And I know your peoples have suffered hardship, and there's less of you to range far. But since then, have any of your folk come close within the temple's grounds to see if it's safe for us to journey further there?
You will be safe as you go there, for the path will guide you. Nador will protect you, especially with Casper here. However, there is something you should know before you leave in the morning. You are being hunted. You are being hunted by the orcs' leader in which you killed. He is a most foul orc by the name.
Nagash the Heart Eater.
We thought it was Nagash the Heart Eater, but Nagash the Heart Eater is now dead. I will not mutter his name, but Casper might.
A
His name is
dark
Casper.
expression
Casper.
covers Casper's face. And he'll look up after a pause. Don't tell me it's Narlog. The Snatcher.
The very same.
What's the second name?
The Snatcher.
Who is this orc, Casper? I have never heard of him.
Take a big sigh, and then the black expression will just go pretty sad. There's a reason he has that name. And you might remember that I should have a daughter. And I don't
Okay.
anymore because of that orc.
What?
Narlog is the piece of filth that invaded my farm while I was away and took my daughter from me.
Oh, Casper,
my-
I am so sorry.
Took my leg and left me bleeding on the ground of my farm. My barely alive son in my hands. You're telling me he's in this forest, Cormac?
Aye, he is. And we know that because he told us. He asked for you specifically, Mr. Northgard. Says he has unfinished business.
I'm gonna stand up and start pacing.
Maybe this is very inappropriate question to ask you, Casper, at this time. But did you do anything to piss this orc off?
Absolutely
Seems
nothing.
Seems like he has a grudge if he's asking for you and saying unfinished business. What was the start of this business?
The start of our business together was what he did to me. There was no fucking provocation on my part. They have no brains between their fucking ears. All they deserve is death. There's no point in trying to reason with them or try and get any sense out of them for what they do. They do what they do because of what they are.
Casper, he claims your daughter is alive.
I'm just gonna collapse down on the ground and put my head on my hands.
Oh, forgive me, but I'm a bit of a loss. You seem to have quite a lengthy conversation with this Narlog.
Aye.
How come that came to pass? You didn't come straight to blows with him. My understanding, you and your fellow Grove people were gonna lead away the rest of the orcs so we could get into the tree. You just went off and had a tea party?
The orcs... We did not destroy the orcs. We led them away. It was Narlog who destroyed the orcs. You destroyed the Wicked Dra, and he destroyed the orcs.
Sorry, who destroyed them?
Narlog.
So you're telling me you were working with Narlog?
We were not. It was never our intention to destroy the orcs, simply to lead them away. Destruction is not our game, as you know, Casper. Balance is. And destroying the orcs would not bring balance, simply destroying the tree was what we sought. However, Narlog had different intentions. A rival who came under the attack of us was a rival ready to be stricken off the record for this fell creature. And he came with his orcs. Orcs in fight, you know what they're like, Casper. He destroyed them. He warned us to live. Before we left, he said, "Tell Mr. Northgard I'm coming for him." And then he said, his pretty little daughter still lives.
Do you want to talk about balance, Cormac? My life has been imbalanced since that cunt showed up on my farm. And it will
Aye.
not be balanced again until he is dead.
So balance it, Mr. Northgard. That's your duty to yourself, not ours.
What direction did he go at the very fucking least?
My advice would be to follow Mr. Gloomshroud here. And he will come to you. Perhaps your daughter will as well.
How many were with this Narlog?
70, maybe 80 orcs.
We might need
80?
Talia.
That's a whole tribe.
Casper, when did this disaster happen?
Jesus, that's a good question. Is it 3 or 5 years? I think I said.
It's been longer than that.
8? Maybe it's been 8 years. I had to be
Yeah.
specific because of what ages they were.
Yeah, because your sons are older now.
Well, you must not really care if you don't know the age.
Well, like Cormac said, we have time is different to a druid.
So you find out Casper's like 1,000
8
years
years ago.
old.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was 8 years ago.
So how old would that make? I won't say her name. How old would that make her now?
10. About the same age as what's her face, Shoila.
I grab Casper and I just look at him and I just go and what you're going to witness and see. I hope you can prepare your eyes for it.
I simply don't believe that Narlog would have kept her alive this long. What kind of life she could have been living all this time. Until my eyes fall on my daughter, I have to believe that she's dead.
I just kind of grab him by the face. Try to grab him by the face. And I just go, my son, 8 years. Whoever you do see, your daughter is dead.
I came to terms with that. I'd
Now,
rather
she
not have
could-
to go through that again.
No, I'm not saying there's no hope, but let's just say it's going to be a very. Just prepare yourself. I don't know what I would be able to do, and as a father myself, I wouldn't know what to do.
It took me a long time to get over the death of Tizia. That was her name.
What's her name? Sorry.
Tizia. Thysia.
I just, when you see her, or if you see her, don't let your emotions take over, Casper.
I fear I'm too old to run after 80 orcs, even if I was in my prime.
And if they're coming to find us, he's going to dangle her in front of you. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. It's not only your life you will be putting in risk, and I'm sorry for being selfish, but it's all of our lives.
I understand, Wagon. I remember
Because you-
telling you that one of the first nights that we met, that the reason I was on the road is because of blood. And now you know whose blood I'm after. But like you said, it's not your duty to go after this personal quest of mine.
Oh, I never said that still. I'm just
And
saying,
I understand, Wagon. that
if you choose to go to war, I'm going to have to go with you. So I'm just saying, make sure the choice is
I
right.
think we're both too old and too wise to
Hey,
follow-
hey, hey, hey.
follow a young man's dream of charging into
I-
battle. So,
I still got a few. Good.
I have no fucking doubt. Jesus. I have no doubt you do. That was a good one. But
Oh, the back. Oh, yeah.
if he does try to provoke me,
Just,
I promise I won't throw my life or your lives away.
just calm, collective. We'll think about it. Let's just not to be. Let's be rational. But let's not just. Let's think about the situation, and let's try to do it on our terms and how we want to do it.
I've spent the last 8 years thinking about how I'm going to slowly tear that cunt's arms off. His legs, his tongue, eyelids. Every drop of blood belongs to me. He will pay for everything he's done to me at a time of my choosing.
Sounds like what I said is completely going over your head after you said that. I completely wish you were Dilly started going, but
What I'm saying is, I'll not throw the chance away. Be
Okay,
strategic,
okay.
and we'll be smart, and we'll be wise
Yes,
about
yes, perfect.
Thanks for telling me that,
Thank you.
Cormac.
He slowly nods. Just remember, El Nordgard. Animals don't play with their food. There's a reason they don't do that. Now, on to other business. You have fulfilled your side of the bargain, Penny.
Penny will
Dahlia.
kind of like realize you're talking to her while she's like staring at Casper this whole time, and she'll just like kind of blink out of it, and she'll look over to him and be like, yes, we brought back the Ark.
Aye. So the ritual of the painted flesh will begin. However, it will take time.
Painted flesh?
Aye. We will paint the flesh and dedicate it to Nador. And we will disembowel the Orc upon the altar of Nador. And in his entrails we will summon the very spirits in which we need to guide us to the severing of your souls, and to the bargain.
And it just nods their head slowly.
You just see wagons just like this.
Victoria's pen at the revelations is like smoke is coming out of it.
However, it will take time. So go with your friend, Gasp. And if you should come back alive, we will do the ritual then.
Looks at Gasp, and she'll just kind of look back at him then and nod and just be like, okay, I guess we better come back alive.
Very good.
Cormac, I know it might be a bit much to ask, but since it's my friend, I'd like to be included in the ritual. The casting of it.
Would you now, Mr. Nordgard?
If you allow it.
I didn't think that your circle believed in sentient sacrifice.
My circle worships Nador, as do you.
Aye, but in very different ways. You are the mice, and we are the cats. We know the ferocity required to survive. Sacrificial of sentient beings is not something I feel you have done before, have you? Could you look them in the eye while they beg and blister beneath the dark magics of the old fate? Could you stand where none other would?
I would certainly like to. No matter how soft I appear.
Very well then. Should you return, we will keep a spot for you, brother. Go. Rest. When you awaken, there will be supplies for you. You may leave. Calcorum continues until you return.
So we have to skedaddle somewhere?
So you're going to rest, essentially, tonight. And then in the
Well,
morning,
we-
you can sail.
I love when you say Calcum because I always think of it as the song, you know, Ali Calcum, da dee dee da da rum. That's all I just think in my head. Every time you say it, it comes to my head.
We say there's one
Uh,
druid just constantly singing that while Calcorum is active.
Oh, I told
Somewhere
you,
in the camp.
these druids don't sing. If they if they do sing, there's a reason for it. And like the druids live in silence almost. These are a pessimistic, grim bunch of people.
I don't know why, but in my head, they're the Myconids from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know why, but that's what they are in my head.
Do I need to remind you what they look like?
No, I know, but the way you go on about them, like when Casper said
yeah.
about the singing, I'm like, yeah, you know that kind of like turning their dead into fertilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Cormac.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Got some lovely flowers in your head there, Cormac. Little soft
I tell
boy,
you,
huh?
when he gave that
Jeez.
speech, I was like, "Ooh."
These are withervein. They grow only from the skulls of defeated foes.
Japers. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna bring that into my grove.
The skull I wear now is my former master's. It's unusual he says that because does look like it might be made of wood.
It's an actual skull.
It doesn't look like an actual skull, but that's what he's telling you. Look at it again. It looks like it's painted wood. Shit. That work yet? Anyway,
So when they leave the bodies out on the ground,
There's
what they
di-
turn into?
Yeah, did they just like
Like wooden...
step over them? Like,
it's complex. When an ally falls, that's what you do. But when an enemy falls, there's different rules.
imagine like the camp got raided and someone right on the doorstep of your house, and like every morning it's a fucking trip hazard. God damn it! I can't move the fucking
It
building.
would be, yeah, it would be. But you can tell no enemy's ever set foot inside this place.
It's like your companion's dying and you just kind of push them out of the way.
No.
Just not at the door.
Over here.
You got a few more steps in you. On you go. Right. Will I put you guys to bed?
Yes, I wouldn't
Please,
mind.
no.
I wouldn't mind having a little chat with Penny as we go to sleep.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
really
Yeah.
So as we're going to sleep, I'm kind of, like when the girls hold the pillow, like lying on the belly, like chatting legs
Yeah.
crossed. I'm like, Penny, what do you think about what we've learned about Casper and his daughter, that she might be alive?
Am I right in thinking, Casper, you've never really mentioned your daughter?
When we were hanging around with Helga and the little girl, the two girls who were
Helga and
wandering
Shelka.
around at the minute. Shelka, that's her name. Shelka reminded me of my daughter when we met her and I started talking about her. I was just like, I lost her when she was younger, whatnot. But I didn't go into a whole lot of details. First time I said her name out loud.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Well,
definitely brought it up before.
Penny will kind of look a little bit sad and be like, I know we briefly mentioned her before, but I didn't think she was that young.
Neither did I, Penny. In my head, she was older.
Yeah, I was expecting her to be at least like our age.
Yes, perhaps Casper has like a young farmer wife. I don't know. And put that in his clock so it's canon.
Hell yeah.
A young hot farmer wife.
This made me snoring. I think it's a fanboy.
I'm like, do you think? I think we must make sure, Penny, that we help him find his daughter.
Oh, definitely. But he, where's the mum? And then he said something about his son.
I know. I actually didn't. I don't know. Have you ever mentioned your son to us, Casper? I don't think you have.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know he had a son, Penny.
neither did I.
But I don't mean to say it bad, and I know we're going to do the ritual, but if we do come across 70 to 80 orcs, it would be good if you and Dahlia were perhaps on good terms. She's very mad at us, Penny.
I don't know why she would be.
I think, and I can kind of see why, I'm just preparing you for what she might say if you meet her. I think she thinks that we prefer you to her.
Well, do you?
Yes.
Honestly, Penny, I have to be honest. I do, but I'm afraid saying that because if she can hear what I'm saying, I'm afraid the next time she will kill me. She does not like me. She does not like Wagon. Casper and Gasp have not had the pleasure of her company, as she has been raving, snarling, and attacking when they have been around. But not them, thankfully. But she seems to have it in her head that we do prefer you, which we do. Sorry, Dahlia, if you can hear.
Did you hear that frog?
I did.
Like a fart.
Is that Dahlia, Penny? Wagon, run!
Penny will kind of like pat her stomach and just be like, I don't think so.
No, I think you should maybe prepare yourself for what she might say to you. I don't know how she'll be with you.
I don't even know what to say to her. I feel like I want to say everything to her, and then I think about what I'll actually say, and I just kind of go blank. I don't know.
I think, Penny, you need to prepare yourself to be strong. I mean, when Dahlia comes out to us, you are strong. You are amazing in combat. But you need to stand your ground because I think she doesn't like being looked up. And she might try and be a bit of a bully with you. Now, I don't know. Maybe she'll greet you with open arms. But you just... I imagine some compromise will be coming.
I've always wanted to meet her.
But that's good, Penny. That's good. And I don't mean to scare you. I'm just worried that we won't be there if the two of you meet.
Well, I hope that you will be, but I just hope it goes well.
I'm sure it will. You can tell Victoria's worried though. But I just want you to know that you're very strong, Penny, and don't let her bully you.
Okay. Thank you, Victoria. You can see Penny's got like that kind of faraway thinking kind of look. And she's just kind of gonna drift off and just think about things.
As you're drifting off, Victoria's nattering to Penny, but almost to herself. Like, can you believe Wagon had a child? And then I'll be like, you don't think Gasp has a girlfriend, do you?
Penny will kind of look at Victoria and be like, or boyfriend.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Perhaps.
You just don't know what, like, the under people are up to.
Casper bursts into your tent. Did someone say femboy? Femboy in here. What did he say?
Sorry, I am here. It's just Gomez knocked something over. Sorry.
Oh my god.
And I just knocked her off, but I just wanted to have that moment with Penny. Sorry.
Penny will just kind of keep talking to her as well.
Cool. You guys talk till eventually you fall asleep, which is our own little personal slumber party. You're painting Penny's claws.
Ooh.
We wake up gorgeous ringlets in both our hair.
So unless anybody's anything to do, I'll assume you take your packs and you head on the road.
I would like to do a little something as well.
Absolutely, you go ahead, buddy.
Can Kulg have come back by now, my pigeon? I'm pretty sure I sent him to Shelka and Helget.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, it was my family. I sent a letter to my family.
Yeah. Colg has not come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my tent then, as I'm waiting for Kulg, realizing he's not coming back, I'm going to take my pitchfork and I'm going to rake my hand. Gior. I'm going to rake it again. Ayla. Rake it again. Kodlak. This is why Nador put me on this plane. My revenge is soon at hand. And with the blood, then I'll just wipe it across my face and say a prayer to Nador.
That's badass.
With that primal old druid starting to come out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Grant. So yeah, you say your prayer to Nador and you put it up. Remember, most druids don't actually pray.
Yeah, that's something I'm bringing with my grove.
Excellent. That's good. I love that. Okay, so...
Wow, that sounds very inspirational, Casper, if I do say so myself.
Shit, the inspiration for last week. Actually, we have all forgotten about the fate from the fortune point from last week. Yes, so I believe it was Casper, wasn't it?
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Right, Casper, you have a fortune. So remember, what that lets you do is when the result of a d20 is a failure, you can expend your fortune to immediately turn it into a success. When another player rolls a d20, you can expend fortune to grant 2 boons to the roll. Or when any player, including you, rolls a d6, you can expend fortune to replace the number on the dice with a 6.
Fucking savage.
So if you roll like your attack with a boon, you can immediately make your boon roll a 6, giving you a +6 to whatever you're doing. Or you can just make it into a path. You can make it into a a pass
Success.
anyway. Your success, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So well
Does
done,
that
buddy.
expire at the end of the session, or does it? Just so I remember, you'll always have your fortune until you use it, right?
That's how it worked in D&D. Fortune doesn't expire in this system either. However, I would encourage you to obviously to use it in case you win it the following week. Because if you win it the following week, you don't get it.
You can only have one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
you
you.
only have one. Yeah. Okay. So, you guys head out on the road.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming Casper's going to lead the way because he's the druid. As you leave, you just Cormac just goes, "Gala tu toreda." He slaps his chest like that. He speaks the old language to you, Casper, and it basically just means may Nador go with you. Kolut is the old word. Yeah. Kolut is the old word for Nador. If you want to do the top of that. Kolut. Yeah. Alright, it doesn't mean Nador's name, by the way, it just means old god. He's viewed as the oldest god of everything, do you know, kind of way.
Hell yeah.
So you head out on the road. The path. Remember how it goes. When you're friendly with the druids of the grove, the path can be very favourable to you. You head onto the road, and it takes you about. You travel for about 3 days through the northern forest. Okay, it's not a pleasant journey. The forest is very much still under the effects of the remnants of the Wiccan trap. And there has been once or twice you swear you could hear drums in the distance. But it never gets that close that you can tell what it is. And eventually you do come to the ruins that that Cormac promised. Deep in the bowels of the forest.
Whereabouts are we? Ish.
That's a good question. Probably around here. This kind of general area of the forest, yeah. The grove, you're not even entirely sure where the grove is. That's the thing about it. It's very it almost seems to move. But essentially what you see is this old... Imagine what was once a temple that stood with purpose. And now imagine it has been a derelict and in ruins for years where trees have collapsed in on it. There is a big entrance with a door leading into it, but it's open. And you can see in the distance some trees have fallen on it and damaged it in various places. But you also know that this at one point would have been considered a well-hidden temple. But what makes it so unusual, Gasp, is what the hell is this even doing here? There are no temples to the Queen on the surface. Or in this plane, like in the living plane. Like there just isn't. So, and not only that, remember, guys, that the lands of the living are only 200 years old. As far as you guys know, there is things there that are older that nobody knows what they are. Ancient ruins from a time long gone. But there's not temples to the Queen because the Queen's fate didn't start until after those 200 years. So this temple was built within the last 200 years for some unknown purpose in the Northern Forest and is now being destroyed and derelict. It makes not a lot of sense, especially to you, Gasp. You were never told about this. And not only that, the source of your information about Melcolia, how did they not know about it? Think about that as well, because that's important.
Yeah. That's what he's thinking of. They had no idea about this at all, like.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Does it look like
Cormac
it was a
said this-
nice temple? Like, as far as temples go, was it nice? Was it quite grand, or is it quite like you know how, like, say for example, like for the Dawnfathers would be of an architecture very big and proud and whatever, whereas like maybe a lesser god or maybe perhaps like a more natural god would have a more humble kind of look to it. Do you know that kind of way I'm trying to say?
Yes, I get exactly what you mean. How like grand is it? Like how, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. It's not at all. In fact, if looking at it now, because you already know it's a temple, looking at it now, you wouldn't know it's a temple. It would just be a building. The key, what makes this building stand out more than anything, and the fact that it's a temple, is that it looks like it was built too high to be hidden. It's not trying to be found. You may even doubt if you didn't know exactly what you were looking for and exactly where to go, you would never have found this.
Okay.
You know, especially with the overgrowth, it's become even worse. There's no path leading to it. There's just a door.
Well, whatever they're doing in that temple, they didn't want to be found doing it. I'll look at Gas. What exactly is this
Well,
temple?
clearly. It's a temple to the Queen. I can't imagine it be anything nefarious. Cormac said this place was populated up until about 5 years ago, which is in around the time that Melcolia left Harkoven. He said that his people and my people had a good relationship. Left each other alone. Now they're gone. Imagine they left for any good reasons. Why they were here? Queen only knows. Maybe they were here on her direct orders to set this temple up for some purposes. People of my order, they didn't know about it. Otherwise, they would have told me to come directly here, not just have me wandering around. You should tread carefully, though. Regardless, not just because of any structural decay, but yeah, just in case there's some bear or something has made this place its home.
On that note, Daryl, would Victoria be able to cast, just one second, because I know I have something here that can help me. Where is it? Sense magic.
Yes, but I tell you, on that note, before I cast Sense Magic, I'm just going to take a quick break because I'm fucking bursting for a slash, lads. So we'll take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in a sec. We'll cast that when you come back, right?
Cool.
Right, we're back. Okay. Jenny, detect magic, yeah? Let me have a look at this. Let me have a look at your spells.
A spear with a 5-yard radius centered on a point within your space. You know if there is any ongoing magical effects in the area and from the points they originate. So if I can cast it, I would like to cast it on the door.
The door's open, by the way. The door,
Door.
a tree has fallen through the door. Yeah. So you do some sense magic. So it basically, you know if there's ongoing magical effects in the area. There is something magical about this place. There's a touch of the grave, a touch of the underworld here. It's very potent. It reeks of necromancy.
I would say that.
Good.
I was there. Gasp. This place reeks of necromancy. Reeks.
Penny will do a really big sniff
Raw.
in the air. Does it smell dead? Got daddle?
It smells like the forest.
But
Yeah.
the more important question is that how it's supposed to be? Reeking of necromancy.
I wouldn't know.
Like, that. like a priest looking over his glasses.
Does Casper have glasses?
No, but that's the expression I'm doing.
Oh, okay, I was about to be like, I didn't picture Casper with glasses this whole time.
So what do you want to do? The Black Caskets. Necromancy name,
I'm gonna poke Gasp. I'm like, go on, this is your thing, Majiggy. Do something. I don't know.
We're taking your lead
Okay,
here.
I'll
lad.
turn around. Alright, I'll turn around. Okay, we're gonna explore, but we're gonna do it in a attack group. No one's gonna be running off left, right, and
Ah, yeah.
center. We're gonna stick
Split the
together.
group. Nice plan, Gasp.
Are we
In
gonna
a
lock
dangerous
this door
forest,
behind
and
us?
the place full of necromancy. Let's split the group. That's right. It worked well at the farm when that man grabbed you and no one could help you. But let's do it again,
Wait,
okay?
I thought he said to keep the group tight.
No, he said go into groups.
Well done, keeping paying attention there, Penny. It's exactly what I said.
No, maybe it's your accent, but I'm pretty sure he said groups.
I'm almost certain he said tight.
Groups.
Tight.
Wagon.
I'm tempted to manacle Wagon right now.
I'm just getting impatient. Okay, we're here. You said it stinks of necromancy. I'm afraid something's going to come alive or something.
Oh no, Wagon! I
What?
don't mean that in a dangerous way. Just in we should be careful way. But I think Gasp is
Yeah.
right. Perhaps, like before, and I kind of say this to Wagon. Perhaps Penny and Gasp can lead the way because they can kind of seem to take a beating. Casper has range and can fight, so he should go in the middle, and me and you should go at the back where we can make a run for it because, well,
We're the
not-
most precious.
That's,
Well, if someone comes in the
yeah.
back.
We
Who
go
said
to-
that?
And we'll hear it by their
I
screams.
fucking
We'll know by their
Oh,
screams.
I told you the Daryl is real.
I can see him now. I see him all.
My God, we just broke the fourth wall. Who is this?
All right. Big
Yeah.
moment for Gasper. Let's.
I guess before we go in,
Okay.
it's worth
Yeah.
reminding everyone, because I'm sure I wasn't the only one who heard those drums in the distance, that we might be trapped in here. It's only a matter of time before
Yeah.
those orcs catch up to us.
That's what
It
they
is, and thankfully,
How
I think
big is
Cormac's.
this? How big is this temple going to be? Do you think we could hold it?
We might be able to force him into a choke point. This Nalog fella, he seems a bit of a showman. He might want to call you out for a duel. Wagon said to taunt you.
We won't
But
be
first,
getting
we
a
need to
fucking
secure this place. And hopefully, Cormac's friendly nature with the forest will slow them down. Give us a bit of time. Keep your eye out for any symbols, any drones, any marks. Could be on any of the walls. I'll be able to translate them if we see them. I want to see how recent they are, but let's just first make sure that this place is as empty as we want it to be.
You don't think this place would be anything like that other place that we went into by the farm?
No. Sure of it. Nothing that carries the mark of the Queen. The Queen wouldn't build a temple like that for those purple fuckers. No. That was on a whole other level.
Good.
But if we do meet a female Scarhead here, come on, I'm not sure I speak French there, like me, don't trust it. Okay?
Don't
Could be
trust her?
Melcolia. It could be Melcolia.
Melcolia.
Clever as a fuck. That cannot be easily persuaded. What the
Wagon,
fuck?
you trusted us straight away because we were women, and I kind of look at Victoria.
That's
So-
correct.
Out
You
of
were
all of
quite
us, I
friendly.
think you are the one to watch. Perhaps I should put you back in your papoose.
I don't want to go into the bubbles.
It would mean you wouldn't have to walk.
But I think I need my legs to run, just in case we get zombified or something.
I don't want to get zombified.
Well, I didn't write
Nobody
something.
wants to get zombified.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list. Nope, not zombified.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but once this woman's not gorgeous and
is she gasping?
she gets
That shouldn't come into as part of the equation at all. Whether she's full
I
of
guess that kind
disgust.
of does with me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna attack a woman who's absolutely beautiful.
So,
You are as shallow as a teardrop. Okay, enough of this chit chat. Let's get going.
Before we go in, Daryl, could I cast arcane armor on myself?
You absolutely can, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you use
I
the
would like
use of
to
it, right?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Take a
Sorry.
second.
Yeah,
Prepare yourselves.
sorry, one second, Gasp. Just make sure you minus you put the use down for it, yeah?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and the detect magic I have. Sorry, Gasp.
Gasp, you got to focus your key, and you're completely out of balance. You cannot focus your key in this place, near this place.
Uh-oh.
Something's off.
I kind of rock a little bit, shake my head. Victoria, you said you could feel necromantic magic,
Yes, Gasp.
like a residual effect, or kind of ongoing, like a ward of some sort.
The word I would use, Gasp, is potent. It reeked. It was everywhere. It was huge.
Huge.
Biggest
You-
necromancy I've ever
Huge.
seen.
No, that's right, about necromancy today. Taking all the necromancers.
Of all the people on this planet to want to become a lich,
It's gonna be you.
Nobody knows more about becoming a lich than me. Right.
Me and
Alright.
me and Yilong are gonna be the best liches in the world.
But yes, Gasp, very strong. Why is something going on?
I just feel a little out of sorts. Just be on your guard, regardless.
Oh yes.
Let's go.
Oh, before we go in, actually, Daryl, because I just don't want to. No, okay, I'll leave it. I can't do it. Oh, perhaps if we go in and we get in a bit of trouble, just before we go in, Gasp, if 3 of you stay beside me, I could perhaps give you a bit of a boost, like I did to Penny in the last fight, if we get into trouble.
oh,
Just
that
at the
boost
start.
was great, by the way. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely stand next to Victoria.
Just
But as she points to you, she then goes and stands next to Victoria.
yeah, so it's 2 more.
definitely worth remembering. Thank you.
Okay. Got her up around Victoria.
Alright.
Um,
You guys. Sorry, go on. Go ahead.
That's it. And I'll enter in. I'll take 1 half step, then look over at Victoria as if she's going to say something else, and be like, "Okay, now we can go in again."
Actually, Gasp, just before.
Am I able to close this door? Can this door be
No, it's
closed?
just completely destroyed. The light goes in, and then it's like the sunlight just is eaten by the darkness, devoured by it. And there is a certain point in which you cannot see past, except for you, Gasp. There is no darkness your eyes cannot pierce. Sorry, could you just repeat that?
Does that apply to Wagon as well? Does he not
Wa-
also?
Wagon's dark vision does not pierce this darkness.
Oh.
That's not good, my brother.
Is this like counter spelling me there? Is this payback?
No, no, it's not. No. Oh, I'm waiting for that, pal. Don't worry. I'm waiting until you get your max level spell when you're level 10 and you're like, I can't stop.
Okay.
It's Gasp has shadow sight. Wagon has dark vision. They're different.
Well, it's actually dark sight.
Dark sight. Sorry.
Guys, just to flag to you. Just to flag to you, I can't see anymore. It seems to have gone very dark.
Very dark. Darker than normal dark.
I can't see a blasted thing in here either.
Sorry, Gas, but I am completely fucking blind.
Is it supposed to be like
That
this?
sounds like a you problem.
So just
Wait,
me
none of
then.
y'all can see?
Yeah.
Wagon, how about some of those lights?
Well, that was the old me. Not this new me completely forgets how to do that.
Up a torch. See if it helps you.
Yeah, torch might help. Let's activate the screen, the ceiling to me.
Oh yeah, that's very dark. Can it
I'll
see?
fucking chow down on a torch then as well.
But maybe you're right. Maybe I'll just go through my bags of bits and bobs and see what I can make.
Bags of bits and bobs.
I'm gonna use my wonders devices and I'm gonna get my bag out and make something.
Okay, give me 1 second there now. I don't know why you can't see anything, Carl. I don't know why that's happening.
I don't know. I can see my
Well,
character
well.
token on that.
How have the mighty have fallen? Welcome to the dark side.
Really, yeah.
Guys, look at Foundry, don't look at the stream, okay?
Okay.
Just need to make sure that...
Oh, look at the stream. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna cover it with my notepad so that I can't see.
I can see now.
Can you now?
See clearly
Can you now?
Yeah, I
Oh, there's
can
a
see.
blind.
problem. There's a problem. I need to undo that.
You should not be able to see clearly now.
Look, where's Lorraine? And why is she gone? I can only see Claire. Where's
Can you see
Lorraine?
if there's any obstacles in our way?
I can only see Lorraine. I can see Claire now. Lorraine has gone.
I don't know who this Lorraine is, Wagon, but I can't see her.
That's
It's my
unusual.
16th wife.
16?
Yes. I got
Is
bored
this a
after
normal...
I got bored after the 21st.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Wagon, you know what? Wagon lights up Wagon sits down and... Dave, you have to roll. Am I right? You don't
I know,
have to
yeah,
shout.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
get
so-
you.
Try and figure out what you rolled there. Fuck.
Figure you remember? I don't know. The object remains the returns, but you choose the form of the object it takes. But GM randomly decides its properties. So it's you.
All right, give me a second here now.
You randomly give us some shadow piercing blows.
So you choose the form of the object it takes, but the GM randomly. Okay, so I want a nice hat that perfectly fits my bald head.
A fedora?
But I don't know. Yeah, I get a fedora so I can go, milady.
For when you meet Melkoya,
Yeah.
the lady.
Fuck's sake.
But I don't know what
Massive
it
pimp
does. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, it's like way bigger than he is. It's like out here.
Do you know in Scary
One of
Movie
those-
3, the cop getting into the car and
Oh,
getting
Yeah.
yes. God.
I love it. It's every time it comes back, our hat just keeps getting fucking bigger and bigger and bigger.
You know those is it fucking Despicable Me it's in where they have the Mexican hats made out of tortilla And there's like
Yeah.
guacamole in the middle.
Oh man, that's so good.
That's what the random properties are going to be. It'll be a fucking tortilla head.
Yeah.
Dave, roll me a d6.
Oh, jeez.
Tortilla hat
Counter
coming
spell.
in.
Oh shit! I put a boom and bang on it. Oopsie. Roll. Fucking roll. 4.
Ooh.
It's
Right.
the tortilla head.
So, Dave,
Tell
you
me
know
what way.
the hat just shoots little specks of water up in the air, creating a continuous light rain down upon Wagon.
Fuck's sake.
Wait, what?
No light
Wagon,
comes
what
from
the
it.
fuck are you at?
What?
Just in case we get thirsty in here, we might need a bit of water.
You're fucking splashing me.
Well, get under my hat. I think the hat's a bit bigger, so it's like an umbrella.
At least then this will make the floor slidey, so if we need to run, we can just slide our way right out the door.
I look to
Yeah, I
Gasp
wouldn't
and I
advise
say, Gasp, do you have a torch by any chance? I might be able to help a bit with it.
Sure, give me a second.
have
I've
a
got. Yep, I pull out a torch. Got a tinderbox.
I also have a torch, Victoria. Could you help with mine?
Yes, I have a
Um,
torch as well.
I actually think I can double the range of a torch. So we might only need one and it could do us all and keep our
Okay.
hands free. So it might be good for, say, me to hold the torch or someone or Penny one-handed or, well, actually anyone here can hold the torch, to be honest. So I don't mind who wants to hold it.
But I can't hold the torch. I'm supplying the water for the journey.
And I may or may not turn into a badger, so I won't hold it.
Yeah.
Gasp,
Okay.
I'll let you keep
Victoria,
both hands
you hold-
free.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
well-
don't need the torch to see, so Victoria,
Oh.
you hold the torch.
I
Here, I'll light it for
Who
you.
has a torch?
I have a torch.
I have a torch.
How'd you light it?
Tinderbox.
By using an action, Daryl. Like the description says. Use an action to light it.
I'm actually.
So,
not
touche.
I'm gonna
Does
go
anyone
down.
want
use
any
my-
water?
You keep away from me.
5-yard
see you,
radius
guys.
kill.
Keep away.
Actually, Daryl could. Oh, sorry.
I have a tinderbox. I'll use that to light it up, and I'll hand the torch to Victoria because she is blind right now.
I take the torch, Daryl. I'm
I
not
can
sure.
see. But,
Yeah, because Casper's light.
oh, okay.
One of my things with the torch, I have a spell manipulate flame, but I
Yeah.
can double the range of the torch. However, I can cause the flame to assume a particular shape. You can alter the shape of the flame as a minor activity, provided you are with range of it. You can cause flame to fly toward you and land on your fingertip, where it sheds the same light amount of light as it did before. Okay, so can I cause the flame to fly towards my fingertip, which
Yeah.
is basically like I have it, and then give the torch to who would be leading? Gasp.
So you have 5 foot from your 5 foot radius of flame light from your fingertip, and then it's relit by Gasp.
Yeah, like I'm wondering, I can't turn the flame into anything, can I? That can like move like a dog or something.
Yeah, you can turn it into a little animal, but it has to be in your fingertip.
Oh, okay. I can't like walk on the ground.
It doesn't say that in the spell, does it?
I can't read it fully, so it could.
Expand the use of that spell, Jenny.
It's actually huge. Are you sure?
It's huge.
Well, it's just I can double the light. I can halve the range if we need a smaller flame. I can get it to assume a particular shape, or I can cause the flame to go on my fingertip, but will cast the same amount of light as it did originally. And sacrifice. When I take damage from hot fire or heat, I can use the triggered action and expend a casting of the spell and take half damage.
Pretty cool.
Victoria,
Yeah.
that all
yes.
sounds amazing. Why don't you save your magical energies and just use the torch?
I wanted to be cool, Gasp, but I think you might be
You're
right.
always cool.
But Jenny, you've already done this, Jenny, so you've got like a flame on your finger.
Oh. Right.
I'm
Well,
ca-
I'll remember that for next time, Gasp. It's quite an intelligent thing. I feel like some stupid god put the idea in my head and I resent him.
Just a question, Gasp. Do you think we would need a bomb of any sorts?
Dragon, we have talked about this numerous times. There are very, very few situations when a bomb is called for, and a confined space like this is definitely not one of them.
Oh, I should stop making
Tell me
this
why-
bomb.
Yes, you should stop making the bomb.
You're
At
destroying
least
the part
when
of
you're
water.
like 90% there, and then just leave the last thing just in case. But well, how far have you gotten?
Because,
Show
like,
me the
if you
bomb.
want, I can construct a small explosive device. If you'd like me to.
Seems you want to do that.
Well, of course I do.
Actually, not to delay us any further, but I'm just wondering, since we have a torch lit, should we all light a torch? Remember when we were stuck in the cave with the troll and we got separated and we were running around in darkness? Should everyone perhaps have a light here?
Well, I can't. I've a bit of a rainy day for me.
I wouldn't mind having a torch just for such an occasion.
Yeah.
And Penny will go into her pack and she'll take out her torch and light it.
I'll light it for you so you get it. You know, you don't have to waste your tinder box at least.
Okay, so Casper, Penny, and Victoria have light, and Gasp and Wagon don't.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna put the rest of this in my pocket.
Okay, just to let you know,
Do
Dave, that
Wagon.
that hat is called the hat of drizzle. The hat of it's called the Drizzle Magna hat.
So I'm basically Snip Dog. Drizzle.
The
Or
rizzle
drizzle.
hat.
Or drizzle. This is my
Okay.
drizzle, huh?
Yeah.
Bro's drizzling for a shizzling.
Chiseling. Right, so now I'm going to change the tone a little bit because Gasp, as you're kind of going, Wagon, the bomb is fucking no way. You kind of notice something in the corner of your eye and you go, and you see around you and you realize this is no temple. It is a tomb. You see three bodies, three skeletons lying around you there. You can feel.
I want to.
You can feel the energy emanating from them. Their dead memories still clinging to their bones. This is a Skahir practice in which when the Skahir fall, they are able to trap their dying memories within their bones for other Skahir to find them. However,
Okay.
it is a traumatic experience to go through. To witness a dying thought, a dying memory.
Is this the 8 steps that
No.
I need to do?
No. That's something
Okay.
different. That's entirely different. That's for getting a spirit to move on.
I feel like I'm in fucking
Okay.
Jaws.
The music's great.
So
Yes.
can I crouch down to the one nearest me? Can I try and access that memory?
You can. You tap into it, and all at once you feel the visceral energy and the visceral pain and agony and terror and anger and rage fuel into you. You guys just see Gasp's eyes go into the back of his head and his eyes go completely white. And Gasp, you begin experiencing this memory. She kneels before the witch, blood spilling from a jagged wound in her side. Her voice cracks in a final prayer to the queen. Her silver eyes dimming as a dark shadow looms over her. The witch's laughter echoes as the demon's claws strike her down. Her last breath mingled with whispered devotion and terror.
Seriously, we were having a good time until that.
I pull out of the question. Can I like with the memory? Can I hold it and play it back like in a Minority Report thing of like
Well,
rewinding it? looking like as much as I can into areas of the memory and stuff.
No. The problem with these memories is that it's like a one-dimensional experience, and you cannot control anything about it. It shoots into you, and it's agonizing. I actually need you to roll me a will check, by the way. But you do have 3 boons because of your training as a Skahir. Yeah, you pass. Every single time you fail, you will take insanity.
Oh.
Yo.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can reaccess it. You can reaccess his memory, but it will happen again.
Okay.
How do you
Right. So
get
that
rid
was
of
that one.
insanity once you have it?
How do you lose sanity? You
Points.
don't.
Now, how do you get rid of insanity points? You just always have them.
You always have them until you go insane. Yeah.
Did you
Yikes.
not say that if we take periods of rest, or is that corruption? If
No,
we like pray.
No, corruption's different. You only get corruption from committing evil deeds.
Okay.
No, in
What
Shadows
is
of
it?
Demon Lords,
Did you
there's no
say
way
it-
to get rid of insanity that I know of.
Oh, that was D&D. Oh, that was
Alright,
the
okay. Okay, so Gas will stand up and be like, well, these folk, they're my kin. Isn't related, but I can see what their last thoughts were, memories. Get a bit of a better idea what happened here. That one did not end well. It was laughter. It was evil. Delighted in her blood and her pain. Keep an eye out. I'm going to look at the other one. I'll move to the second corpse.
I will just say, you know the name of that person who died, and it's Zunara. Dave, could I ask you to do me a favor? Could you
Okay.
double click on that little icon there and tell me if you can only see Zunara's tab, or can you see the other ones?
Which one I take? Where?
Foundry.
There's nothing.
The little book.
Yeah, when you
Little
double
Oh,
click it,
book. Sorry.
Not bringing up anything for me.
No, it's not bringing up anything.
just Zunara.
It's just Zunar for Zunar.
Okay, cool, deadly.
If you.
Or you want to go to
No,
this?
no problem.
You want to go to this one?
Yeah.
This buddy?
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
before he starts, I'll put a hand on his shoulder and I'll just say, be careful, you look pretty shook after that first one.
Thank you, Casper. And guide me. And yeah, I will try and access its memory.
Okay. You reach your hand out
We'll check.
and you pull it in, and you guys just see Gasp's eyes once again going back. He starts shaking and laughing hysterically out loud and screaming as if he's going absolutely insane. Gasp. Your mind flashes to the temple entrance. The sentinel stands firm, spear raised against the onslaught. You are the sentinel. Fiery red eyes of a demon glare back at you. In a heartbeat, the earth sizzles. Your body seared by unholy flames. Your skin blackens, your armor melts, and your last thought is of the gate you failed to protect. Gasp comes over. Roll me a will check. 3 bones. 3 bones.
If Gasp had started screaming and whatever,
Oh, fuck.
Penny would have tried to went over and like grab him and try and secure him if he was flailing all over the place.
I'll put my arm out there, Penny.
You get the vibe that when Gasp's like this, it's actually unwise to touch him because he's so not himself.
I'm just gonna try to stop her. Like, no, Penny, let him.
Is this normal wagon?
I don't know, but let him do it.
Okay.
Right, you've gained an insanity.
Oh,
You don't have any fortune, do you?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Gasp. You recoil and you feel the damage on your mind from that. These are traumatic experiences. Something's not right here.
as whatever happened here was. It was the end of this place, these people. I don't know if we'd be strong enough to fight against this. It just burned through my arm. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop.
What's your doctor?
Are you okay, Gasp?
I'm okay. I think I'm okay. It's just hard to disconnect what was me and what was the memory. This
You need
place
to
was.
take a break. Oh, sorry.
Do you need to do them all, or can you stop now?
No, I'll power on through.
Are you sure?
Let's get it done now. Yes, this needs to be done. Needs to be done. I'll go over to the third one.
You walk over, you gaze down. The second one was called Zoiret.
Ain't God no. Attack me.
Wanna
And
take
I
it as well?
will
It's out there.
access its memories.
Okay. You reach out. This time I'm going to change it to your third person, okay? As if you're seeing it. Now, when I describe this as third person, I want you to understand you are experiencing this and viewing it in third person at the same time. It is highly disorientating, okay? She kneels before the witch, blood spilling from her jagged wound in her side. Her voice cracks in a final prayer to their queen, her silver eyes dimming as a dark shadow looms over her. The witch's laughter echoes as the demon's claw strikes her down, her last breath mingled with whispered devotion and terror.
It's the exact same as Zanara,
Yeah.
the first one.
Mm.
Oh shit! I read Zanara. Sorry, I read it wrong. My bad. I actually
Happens to
read.
all of them.
I actually read. This one's called Veilrit. I read Veilrit's out when I should have read Zunara's the second time. So I'm just going to quickly do this. Swap them. Okay. Sorry about that. Zunara. This is what you experience. Huddled in a corner, surrounded by ancient scrolls, the scholar frantically chants protective incantations as dark energy seeps into the realm. His spell fails. One by one, a wicked smile on the witch's lips is the last thing he sees before a wave of arcane force crushes his body, leaving him buried beneath the knowledge he once held dear. Now remember, you experience this from the third person, but you also experience it from the first person.
Okay. So, do I get a chance to see this attacker? The witch, the one who cast the magic that killed him?
Yes. She looks like one of your kind.
Your
This-
kind.
This
The
wizard
witch
tried to
is-
take her on and lost badly.
So the witch is this guy here.
Yeah. Does it look... Does she fit the description of Melcolia based on Gilgaro and Xenocad's description in the wanted posters?
Yeah, there's now no doubt in
Okay.
your mind that this witch is Melcolia.
And she seems quite powerful to take down
She does.
2 spellcasters and a warrior with ease. Okay.
Roll me a will check. 3 bounds. You're fine.
Nice.
Okay.
You guys, so as Gasp does this, he puts his hands out and you see him and he's only you notice this, Victoria, and you notice it as actually no, I'm going to say Victoria and Wagon notice this. Casper, you think it's magic of some sort he's trying to do, but you don't know what. Victoria and Casper, 100%. Sorry, Victoria and Wagon, 100%. Gasp is acting out various different somatic components of spells. It looks like he's trying to cast something as his eyes roll back into his head and he begins screaming again. And then he comes back out.
He was here. Melcolia was here, without a shadow of a doubt.
What
He
were
was
you
the-
doing there, Gasp? Looked like you were trying to cast a spell.
When, yeah, I suppose does look a little bit odd from the outside. When I'm accessing the memories, I'm connecting my mind to phantom thoughts of theirs. So whatever they're doing in their last moments, my body lacked out. Obviously, I don't have any spellcasting capability, thankfully, for you people. So there was a little bit of spell slinging going on here. From what I can see, Malcolia just herself rocked up here and took all 3 out.
By
Minimal
herself?
effort. By herself.
Well, we might as well see if there's anything he had that could help us. And Daryl, could I do a little bit of a rummage, see if there's any scrolls left over?
No, these scrolls have withered. Yeah, there's
Okay.
nothing left. Yeah, and the force of whatever hit this person destroyed a lot of stuff they had as well.
Okay.
Yikes.
So just
Yeah,
to clarify, that's Zunara, that's Zyret, and that's Velrit.
Okay.
They were mindful and afraid that they failed to protect the gate. Now look down the corridor. Must be down there.
A gate?
What was the third one's name spelled like? What's that?
Zunara is Xunara. I think if you just hover over them, you might be able to see them. Can you?
Yeah,
No,
the
going
third
to
one's
do.
not there.
Third one's not there.
But Valbreth isn't there.
Sorry, there it is. Now it is.
Sorry.
No, my bad. Apologies.
And have you reason to believe, Gasp, that the woman, Malcolia, killed these 3? You think she's still here?
I don't think so. But look at the state of the bodies. It's been years.
I'm sure whoever could do that to them wouldn't have to worry about something like time. She's as powerful as you're saying.
You know what, Casper? I fucking hope she's here. She's gonna fucking pay for what she done. Not just here, but in Harkoven too. Let's go.
Aye, sir.
And I'll turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move you all down together, right?
Okay. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
just follow Gasp anyway. As we walk down, Daryl, could I take a look out for any symbols on the wall as Gasp asks us to? Anything that looks...
The walls have various old runes carved into them, definitely of some sort of Scaher origin.
I would point them all out to Gasp. Gasp, there's another one.
Yeah, I know, Victoria. But that's past the point now. We know Malcolia's here, or has been here.
Okay.
Think note of them, and we get through this. Maybe I'll translate 1 or 2 of them for you.
Victoria takes them all down, jotting them.
To your left, there is a completely collapsed tunnel. Okay, completely collapsed the corridor, and to your right leads into a much larger room. Do you want to go in?
Can I just say, I want to ready a spell for when we see anything that isn't dead.
Okay.
If you don't mind, my porn.
Little girl.
Casper, don't look at
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
Her
literally
dead star.
If anything moves here, I'm popping my thorny skin, please.
Okay.
Maybe I should get my bomb out.
No, Gasp said no.
He wants to go into this room first.
I'd be waiting for
I'll do that to Gasp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna step into the room then, yeah, first.
I will go directly behind him, and I have my morning star in my other hand.
I'll take the middle.
I say, shall we wagon? And I put out my hand for wagon.
He does. It's like,
I take his hand and I kind of, walk, but kind of drag him in.
boom, boom, shake the room.
Oh, God.
Gasp.
there's lovely bed over there.
You don't know why, Gasp. But your eyes can pierce any shadow. Not anymore. You feel you are bound to the light as everyone else now.
Ooh.
Well.
Blinking my eyes, shaking my head. She must have put some sort of enchantment in this place, so.
What kind of enchantment?
I don't know. I feel like I have the eyes of a cow or something. I can't see nowhere near as well as I could before.
A cow?
Here, show me. And I'll grab his face, and I just want to see if I can like see anything wrong with his face, his eyes particularly.
No, his eyes look fine.
Not looking like a cow anyway.
What's the matter, reassuring?
Are you all right to go on, Gasp?
We keep going.
How's my eyes now?
Old.
Your eyes are old. But yeah, Dave, this darkness is too thick for you to pierce.
I love your old face, Happy. It's so good.
Seems like I'm getting that age.
Does it seem like it's affecting the lights from the torches, Daryl?
You've no idea. No, the lights and the torches are fine, but your natural ability to pierce any darkness, the darkness of the underworld, is unparalleled. It is the darkest and blackest of pits. But here it's just like, it almost feels thicker. It's riddled with dread.
It looks like there's a corridor down there to the left, Gasp.
I wouldn't go down there. It looks riddled with dread. We'll take it all easy.
Well, that's the only
and we'll all go at the same time. Not like that.
I want to go to the dreadful corridor, please.
Here's me thinking today was going to be a nice old walk in the park, talking.
It's irksome that I can't see behind that pillar. I just want to go behind that pillar before we move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
But I will say one thing, Gasp, as you peer down that, you have never felt such disorientation as not being able to see more than a few feet ahead of you. It's completely new. It would be equivalent to us in real life not being able to see more than 5 feet in front of us anymore. Like, literally, imagine
Ooh.
everything just stopped 5 feet
Yeah.
ahead of you.
That makes me feel sick even thinking about
Yeah, that doesn't sound great at all.
um,
Okay. Out comes the bow staff.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to, hoping it doesn't show to the others, but I will slowly advance down the corridor. I give a sharp little whistle to get their attention.
I'll
On point.
I'll start walking my way out after Gasp.
Resume formation. Yeah.
oh, just quickly, Casper, see if there's anything in that desk of use, a key or something. If that's all right to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she says that, I'll
Yeah.
definitely go over and check the desk. Do a little
Just in case.
investigation.
Yeah.
There is, like, just bits and pieces. Nothing sticks out to you, Casper, as vitally important to pick up now. Like old quills, old bolts of cloth, old smashed plates. This looks to be where these people ate and sleep.
Looks more of a ancient mess hall, I'd say. Victoria won't be able to find anything decent here.
Oh, perfect. Sorry, Jenny, it was like, just in case there's a key, you're like, something.
Absolutely dead Yeah, I'll get back
Right.
in formation.
I actually need single file formation now.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah, who's behind you, Casper?
In the middle.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
behind Gasp.
Yeah, thank you.
And if I remember correctly, Wagon's always last, isn't he?
Well, I can't see. Well, I have to be.
Oh, wait.
I have to keep
Victoria,
everyone.
Jenny, what's the range on that buff spell of yours? The bonus one?
The passion one, is it? Just 1 second.
Yeah,
I'll
the
go
one-
check. So I can
Touches
cast it.
3 people or
Yeah, I'll check the range. I can't cast it yet though, because it's only one of them, minute ones. Hold on, Awaken Passion. It is short range. So once someone's in 5 yards of me, or 5 feet.
5. Okay, yeah.
5 yards, Jenny.
5 yards, yes. Sorry.
5 feet would be fuck all.
Oh, sorry. 5 yards, guys. 5
Like-
yards.
Which is 1 square, right? Yeah.
A yard is a square, so 5 yards is 5 yards is 5 squares. Yeah.
Yeah, so we all kind of need to keep within a square of each other. Like, Gasp, don't go mad in front. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're swimming together. Yeah.
You better start believing in ghost stories.
Gasp, you stop for a second. Roll me a perception.
Whoa.
Another brother.
hate
But
the
with
word
5 boons.
Oh.
5
Oh.
boons.
5
More
boom.
chances for 6.
This thing doesn't want to hide.
Jesus. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
What the fuck,
Okay. You walk through the trap. Here.
Oh.
Do you know, even I could see the trap, lads. Look.
However, Gasp, as you walk
Right
through,
there,
you
the
turn.
screen.
It kind of just slightly taps you on the shoulder, and you kind of stop for a second. You've become so kind of like disorientated from the memories, you didn't even notice the shadow trap that was in front of you. This is an old device of your order of monks. That essentially, as you go through, it can cause you basically whoever goes through it to their mind can be attacked by the very power of the underworld, and it can drive them completely insane. However,
Just reminds
Some
you all
strange
of
reason.
home.
it's not working. The trap's not working. Had it have been working though, you may have been fine. Penny would likely have been driven insane.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Oh, you're just
Permanent
going for it.
Dahlia. Permanent raging Dahlia.
Just
Just
go.
muzzle
Yeah.
you and put you on a leash.
Been bounding over.
She becomes like a little terrier, and we're like, down, Dahlia, down.
Yeah.
Right, so you see a room in
Unleash
front
the
of you.
Dahlia.
You see a room in front of you. There is 1, 2,
Sure it is.
3, 4, 5 bodies.
I can't see this one, whatever you pointed to here.
Yeah, you pointed to one where there is no body.
It's in shadow for some of us, but
Hidden body.
I see it. It's right there.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh, jeez.
What about the thing that's lasting for a high five?
That is a giant stone, completely untouched giant stone statue of a enigmatic, pale-skinned, long black-haired queen holding her hand out like this.
Oh, 19. Nice.
Well done, guys. Great rolls.
It's
This
a
body
wee bit
here?
apt that Gasp, you're the only one that doesn't see.
yeah.
It makes the most
Yeah.
sense, yeah. That's
It's so
ridiculous.
disorientated.
You don't see this, but this body here is actually hanging from the rafters.
Oh.
Oh, there's rafters. Nice.
This room. So if you imagine looking up at, imagine there's like these curved beams running all along the roof, and as you actually gaze up, you see this giant mosaic picture of the essentially of an order of Skahir monks, and they seem to be protecting something, some sort of black orb.
In the mosaic,
Wait,
right?
is that in the mosaic on the roof?
Yeah, it's like a mosaic painting, if you get me. Like it's built out of tiles, little tiny tiles.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Ceramic tiles.
Yeah.
Daryl, can I ask, would this be of similar style to the mosaic we saw in the tomb where Jacques
No.
Velcharoon.
Yeah, sorry.
But can I do something? Can I go around to like the skeletons? And can I just like remove their legs? And just of each
Nope.
one?
No, Gasp will attack. Gasp will attack you.
They don't need their legs.
You can if you want to do that, Wagon.
I don't
But,
have to until the cast tells me to stop. Like,
right, you will run over to the nearest one to you, which is because you don't know he's exactly going to gasp. You are just gazing at this statue, amazed. It is untouched. impeccable. It is gorgeous. As if time has not touched it. Everything else is destroyed, but not this.
What's a
one
statue
second
of?
now. It's of your queen.
Oh, of course.
Dave, the nearest body to you, I'm going to say, is probably this one over here. So the one right beside Gasp, you walk over and you just see Wagon begins popping the leg bones out.
Oh,
You feel a Wagon. You feel a tap on your shoulder from the bow staff. I'm still looking at the statue. I'm like, put it back.
But just in case they come to life, it'd be easier to fight crawling zombies than one with legs. I just want to put them in. I'm not going to fight them. I'm just going to put them in like a spot that they can't get to, just in case.
Back. Or you be on your knees with them.
Well, they're just
Can
skeletons.
I get a sense?
Yeah.
Get a sense of these bodies if they have memories.
So, first of all, to correct something, Victoria, very quickly roll me a intelligence check with tree bones. Gasp, you do 100% get the feeling they've all completed the ritual of memory trapping in their bones. Yeah, they have. Tell me what you get, Jenny.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Gasp will notice. You don't even need to roll for this. Victoria, from your studies, you will notice Scar here cannot be resurrected. They are
Oh.
eternally protected from necromancy by their queen.
Fucking
But
sick.
Wagon might be about to get educated.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll turn around to Wagon like, Wagon, you are desecrating the remains of my people. Out of respect for me, I'll kindly ask you to reinsert that bone into its socket. Oh my god, you got the two of them out?
Oh, that's
Put
crazy.
them
How
back
do you
in.
know that if you're just looking at the statue? That's quite amazing eyesight for a man who's
I'll-
delusional. This is crazy, but I'll put it back anyway. Pop.
I've flicked my ears like, but don't worry, my folk can't be resurrected.
Oh,
That
that's
was the price
great.
that we paid.
Cool.
Speaking
Well,
of,
that's the information I could have used at the starting.
But it just means when I die, Wagon, that's it. I'm done. You don't have to worry about me coming back to haunt you in any way.
That's not necromancy, Gasp. That's different.
I'm hoping he doesn't know.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
speaking of delusional stuff, what is that black orb, Gasp? And I'm gonna point up at the mosaic.
Penny looks up as
Ah.
well.
Do I know what that is?
You have not a clue. The mystery deepens because what the hell?
Gasp, what the japers?
Ah, I'm as perplexed as you is, Casper.
Daryl, did we not come across an orb before?
Yeah.
Or am I totally wrong?
Yes, you did, but that was different to what this looks like.
Okay.
I say
okay,
orb,
okay.
right? I say orb, but it's actually more of a seed shape.
Oh.
Like an
Weird.
oval. Is it what's that
Like
shape
an
called?
egg?
Teardrop or
Like
Like a
more
sperm?
like an egg. More like an egg, yeah.
A giant fucking egg.
But you look at from the picture, it just doesn't look. It's not an egg. You can tell that for a fact. It is some sort of gem.
You don't
or
happen to have a
stone.
picture of this, Daddle.
I don't.
That's first time.
we can all imagine what a black egg looks like.
Yeah, it's our job to imagine things.
Oh, sorry, Daryl. Could you just repeat again what is the mosaic? So there's a bunch of people all around this orb.
Yes, it seems that they're all kind of in front of it. So imagine the mosaic is there, right? And in the center, you've got this orb of some kind, and they're all kind of surrounding it, just gazing at it, all with their hands out like this.
Is this? It's not like very similar to. I think. I think I know what Jenny's thinking about. It's not the one where the big fucking. Oh, remember all the dead were crawling at the wall.
Yes.
weren't they?
That there was
yeah.
an orb there that was a key. It was a portal key to get in and out of
Yeah.
that place.
I think that's what
Yeah.
Jenny means.
Yeah.
And it is
But this
behind.
is-
Not,
This
yeah.
is a seed, though. It is different.
Yeah.
Can you move me 2 yards
And
to the
it's-
right, please, Daryl?
More of an egg. Clock.
Egg.
Does it seem to be suspended or hanging from the ceiling in any way, like, or protruding? Or does the sort, like, is it the egg type thing, is it like flat? Or does
Oh,
it
this is
seem
a flat.
to
This is a flat mosaic piece. Yeah,
completely
yeah.
flat?
It's
Okay,
made.
yeah,
It's a picture of tiny little tiles that have been placed.
Yeah,
Two
yeah,
to the
okay.
right. 1, 2.
Thank you.
Gasp. Just a quick question. Do you think perhaps that statue was holding the thing that's in that mosaic
Oh.
just by its hand gesture?
Yes, what is the
What,
egg? Gasp. This is your
Black
religion.
egg? I've no idea what the hell that is, and I'll point at the roof. But that is,
It's beautiful.
well, it's. Oh, and it barely catches a fraction of her actual beauty. That is the queen. Queen of my kind.
Is that the
That's what you
fucking
say,
Raven
Marvel.
Queen?
It's the fucking raven.
Is that your one?
Carol had a moment like that in our campaign, our other one,
campaign,
Carol,
yeah.
where like there was this cool moment and like almost you could see the pennies slowly drop, and he just goes, "Is that the fucking Raven Queen?" It was really good.
That was a good
Carol,
song.
is she sexy?
Oh, Dave. Yeah, you would find her sexy. Yeah, you would.
I'm gonna walk over
Is
to the.
so she's busty then.
That it's an extremely flattering statue.
I'm gonna walk
Okay.
over to the flattering statue.
Yeah.
Wait, get your hat out.
Yeah, my
I
hands
Yeah.
are
don't know
out.
what that black seed is, Gas. Maybe one of your honored fallen might be able to show you.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too.
If it's not too much on you, of course.
Maybe you can plant their own seed.
I don't even. I'm not gonna. Do you know? I just shake my head to try and get Wagon's thoughts and words out of it.
Okay.
And I'll go to the nearest skeleton, which is beside the pillar, I think.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk over to it.
I'll ask for the Queen's blessing as I access its memory.
So you do that. When I say Gasp begins to shriek in agony, you've never heard Gasp. This is not Gasp shrieking. This is something else shrieking through Gasp. In the center of the temple, the seer stands before the statue of the Queen, her eyes white with prophetic vision. She sees it all. Her peoples fall, the rise of darkness, the collapse of the temple. A tear falls as she reaches out in desperation, only for the future to turn to black as a demon's claws close around her throat, her vision snuffed out in an instant, only to be replaced by indescribable pain.
Do I experience that in the first person again?
Both. And roll me a will check.
I start shouting in shock as he's shrieking.
What the fuck?
He's like almost pulling his hair out as he's doing it.
Wagon, should I do something?
Do something about what? It's a lovely statue.
Gasp, you come
That's not
to.
your penny.
You come to,
Yeah,
Gasp,
there's
and your
a
back is to the pillar, and you're like holding your head, and you come to, and you feel the sweat pumping from you. That one was a particularly painful death.
You all
Jesus.
right, Gasp?
Yeah, Gasper, you okay?
I am. It's.
You were absolutely.
I am. I'm
screaming.
shook. Was I?
It was scary.
Did I say anything?
Nothing. You just looked in terrible pain.
A haunt and shriek.
Never heard anything like it.
What did your elf eyes see?
Demon's claws. Terror. I think she was the seer. This temple. And she saw darkness sweeping across the land. Demons. Despair. She was just in despair and pain.
Do you know her
Nothing but
name?
utter-
Oh, sorry.
Her name was Morhir.
More here. Daryl, could Victoria go over her book knowledge? Has she ever heard of a seer by the name of Morehair? I know I wouldn't know much about. No, okay.
Definitely not.
And am I right in saying that demons only come from these tears in reality and like pour through, and that's why the land is all fucked?
So, what
That's
you
what I
know
think.
about demons, Casper, is that they went at the doom of Cortella. There was a
Yeah.
tear in the boundaries between the plane of the living and the hells, and they come through that. But demons can also be summoned and bound,
Okay.
very similar to D&D. There are rituals to bind demons that are dark beyond imagining. Like, you cannot do this without corrupting yourself.
Yeah.
Summoning a demon is the most unnatural thing you can do in life.
That's what Casper's going to be thinking.
Beyond what the Avarice Cabal do. What they do is beyond even that in the terms of a natural, because it doesn't even fall into... Demons are in their own way a part of the order of existence. What the Avarice Cabal are doing is something outside of that circle. It's entirely incomprehensible.
Gasp, we're far enough away from any rift that could have spawned these things. Exactly what
Oh, we
are your people capable of doing that they had a demon in here?
my people are capable of a lot. They wouldn't bring a demon in. They wouldn't intentionally bring a demon in. It would make no sense. We sought to flee, to escape, as cowardly as you might think that is. But at the start, after Cortella's fall, and magic was rife into his lands, and demons poured through, it was the elves who then and still do defend the borders. We fell in thousands. I told you before, my folk thought they could master the arcane arts and teleport us away. In their hubris, pulled into the underworld. We'd know never to dabble in that again. We lost too much. What? I don't understand why this temple is here at all. For the Queen. We don't have any places topside in this plane. I think it's this Malcolia. It's gotta be. She's gotta be acting on her own. Maybe the folk at his temple, we're trying to do something. And she brought the demons, but it can't be right. She can't be that powerful. I need to know more. I need another one. And I'll go to the... I'll push past, and I'll go to the body there.
I'm actually going to let just Victoria, without getting into too much detail, this is something Victoria will know a lot about demons.
Okay.
The Scar here have no known connection to demons. Obviously, witches. The term witch is generally given to anyone who practices dark magic. However, the actual terminology of witch belongs to those who worship Veta, right? She is the mother of witches, right? The demons in this world aren't like they are in other worlds, like in other kind of universes where there's legions of infinite demons. There is very much a finite amount of demons, and every single one of them is incredibly powerful. Their names are their secrets. So there's no such thing as, like, if you come across a demon, there's not a situation where it's like it could be like a lesser demon, like in Warhammer, where it could be a plague bearer and you have a chance of killing it. Every single demon is essentially akin to a Balrog in Lord of the Rings. That's what they're all like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
so
they don't.
super unique, like.
They are all individual, all super unique. Yeah, yeah.
So they're like the devils, like, you know.
Exactly,
each of them
Dave.
has its own thing.
Exactly. They're like archdemons, archdevils. They're all specific to themselves. There's no multiples of the same demon. And it's important to understand they're all different levels of power, and they don't swarm the lands. They corrupt what's already there and turn them into their hordes. That's why demons are so dangerous, because they corrupt and change. They don't create. They corrupt, change, and destroy, but they never create. And for the fact that Malcolia could summon this demon, she must have been. If this is the right connect, you would know this, Victoria. If this demon was working with Malcolia, there are only two options. She summoned and bound the demon, or she summoned and bargained with it.
I would repeat that. I would. Of my knowledge of demons, I think there are only two ways she could have summoned this demon. She either summoned it and bound it to herself, or she summoned it and she bargained with it.
And I have to add to everybody else that Victoria's knowledge on this subject would come across as incredibly disturbing.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Ha-
Victoria, I didn't realize you knew about demons and things.
How would you know that, Miss Van Zanders?
Oh, I genuinely believe, and this might not sound nice, but knowledge is power. And, sometimes we have to read things that might upset the average person, but we need to know about it. Nothing too bad, but, we can't cripple ourselves with ignorance.
But you also know what happened to curiosity, Miss Van
Oh,
Zanders.
well, I wouldn't, I've not delved into the subject. I would just likely know about it.
Let's hope you don't then. Anyway, it's good information to have.
You see, Casper had a dirty look until you explained yourself, and now he just nods approvingly.
Uh-huh.
You do read a lot of books, Victoria. I've just never really paid attention. I didn't think demons would have been something you would have read about.
Well, when you think about it, Penny, when the tear happened, some people did want to know how to fight and challenge these demons. And so it's important we know what little information we have to defeat them.
I suppose you're right. Just as well you did.
I don't know much. That's the extent. Mm-hmm.
Gasp is standing there, right? And he has fully stopped breathing, right? He is completely still like a statue. Gasp, because you've reached out for this memory. The warrior stands proud before the onslaught. Her swords gleam as she strikes the hellspawn, trying to stop the demonic onslaught. A spear of darkness lashes out, piercing her chest. She dies before she even knows she has failed. And you go, as you come back in, realize you haven't had a breath in about 30 seconds.
Hey, another will check, is it?
Every single time you do a memory, do a will check with 3 bounce.
Oocha.
A big sigh out of Casper as he hears the gas take that breath, and I'm going to light up my pipe with that root.
You all notice there are these black bags beginning to appear under Gasp's eyes. He looks so tired now.
Gasp, I'm not being bad. Would you like to take a small rest? Seems like you're looking very drained. Casper, he looks very drained.
It's taking a
Two
physical
left.
toll on you, Gasp.
No, I can keep going. I need to keep going. Someone needs to be able to speak for them. Victoria, what do you know of any magic that can conjure a spell like a shaft or a spear of darkness?
Daryl?
There are spells, many different spells that can have some sort. That could be. There's a lot of spells that could be that you know of.
To be honest, Gasp, that's not an uncommon spell. There are quite a few spells that could do that. I name off of 1 or 2 that kind of would be known.
I'm pretty sure Wagon has a similar spell even to that. Don't you,
Oh,
Wagon?
I have that can conjure a spear? Yeah, I can conjure a
Yeah,
spear.
yeah.
Sure, I believe Wagon can even conjure a spear. Can't you, Wagon? And a crossbow.
Well, it's actually a bolt thrower, and it's actually a very large device. But yes, I can.
Oh, sorry. Size matters. I know.
You better fucking believe it.
Wagon be packing.
I can be
Gasper say. He looks at the corpse and he says, "His name was Valqua."
She.
Victoria would not.
He didn't.
Are they all
Her
good?
name was Valqua.
Some of them are, some are men.
I jot their names down. Victoria would take note of them.
I have to say, Gasp, because of the toll it's taken on you, can you at least skip that one? And I'll point up at the one that's literally hanging from the rafters. I do not want you to end up in the same mental space as some of these fallen.
I'll come back.
As long as you save your strength for when we need it. You can do all the religious
Casper.
practices you need to.
I take strength from knowing that you're all here, just in case something goes south, but we need to know. We need the full picture of what happened here. Although it seems Nicolia and her friends, those hell fiends.
One
Delqua,
fiend.
there's one hell
One
fiend.
very large
Delqua.
demon.
Gasp, what did the demon look like?
You never feel like you get a good look at it. It's
It's
always
like
too
trying to
late.
recall. If you try to recall what exactly a fire looked like, it shifts and it changes. It's
But
like
that's
your
not
mind
possible.
doesn't want to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Penny's
Map-
gonna
I'm
be
at
looking
people,
real
We
quizzical.
traffic
at,
in
like,
memories. Yeah. Your mind instantly wants to delete something like that. You know it's not good.
Okay.
Okay, let's have a look at the last one.
Hold on
Many
to
more,
it.
sir? Just 5 in total?
There's one. Sorry, I said it was here, but I've actually, you can see the skeleton in the corner here. This one's up on the rafters. I actually just moved it up to try and remind myself that one's on the rafters. This one, there's one here and there's one here. No, you've done that one. There's 2 more. Sorry. So there's this one and then there's the one up in the rafters.
So there was only 4, was there? There's not 5.
There is. Am I missing one? Let me check. I don't think I'm missing
Yeah.
one. There was.
You said 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's only. Yeah, no, there's only 4.
Just to make sure we don't miss something better to know if there's 4 or
my
5.
bad. There's 4. 2, 3, 4.
Well, just before you start the
Okay.
next one, prepare yourself. Give yourself 2 minutes to just think about it. And another way, like a nanny would slip a 50 into your hand, I'll put a half a sandwich into his hand.
God, that's so adorable.
Take it handy. We're here. We're with you.
Una, my favorite. Thank you.
Maybe Gasp, try and do some of those breathing exercises you taught me. I know they helped me.
Thank you, Penny. I might do a few. Yeah, I might do. And I'll sit
Maybe
down
need-
then to the next one.
If you need some
Practice.
water,
Yes.
I have an endless supply of it on my head.
That's just like running in rivulets off his hat.
Just in case. You never know.
I will put a cup under his hat just for a couple of seconds. Take it back.
Which one are you going to?
The one on the southeast. Yeah.
This one here. This would be southwest. This the one you want, is it? This is the one on the rafters. This the one you want?
South left. The one that's closest. I'll leave the rafters to the last.
Okay. Are you ready to attention to this one?
Yeah, I'll do a few breaths, try and center myself. Smile as I look at it.
Cool.
Can I
So-
stand right in front of him? I just want to see his eyes and just see the process and just take it all in.
Yeah. So he goes, his eyes just basically roll back into his head and they go completely white. And Gasp starts not screaming, but is physically panicking. Like, imagine like such a stress-induced panic, like you're trapped in a lift and you're riddled with claustrophobia. He is in full hyperventilating mode. Gasp. Desperately, she tries to stem the wounds of her comrades. Her hands glow with healing light, but the air is thick with dark magic. Her power fades, the life slipping from her patients faster than she can save them. She collapses, clutching a dying elf's hand, her spirit crushed by the futility of her efforts. The last thing she sees is the smile of the witch. Come to, roll me a will check.
Does she look like a bitch?
One.
Oh, nice.
Tasty rolls, man.
You're doing really well, to be fair, Gasp. I'm not saying
Mm.
it's not taking your job, but the sanity check's well done.
Yeah.
Have you failed?
Yeah, that was the fear. I was like, fuck, if I like have to deal with 10 of these, I'll be insane by the end of this. Like,
Yeah.
He's only failed 1 wagon.
Well, that's good.
Uh,
yeah. Oh, her name was Telisra. She was a healer. I think Malcolia was able to dampen her effects. She wasn't able to heal them quick enough.
Probably.
Victoria, do you know
Oh yes.
anything about, do demons have any sort of wires and stuff?
Oh, I couldn't hear you there, Carl. Sorry, or Gasp. Sorry.
You cut out. Yeah, you cut out.
Asp was asking, do demons have an aura of anti-magic or dampening or something?
DM.
They're so varied, Jenny. There could be one out there that does that. They're so varied.
Yeah. Gasp. I really wouldn't know. I'm not that versed, but I wouldn't put anything by a demon.
However, Casper,
Okay.
Casper, you know the answer to this question. You know, the roots of magic had perplexed the druids of old because it didn't exist. The old faith never was built around magic. Magic comes from the blood of the dead god Kerteller.
Tell her, yeah.
And you know that even though this blood it seems like an abomination, it's a natural part of life. So this is something demons cannot destroy or manipulate. This natural blood of a god. Magic is an unusual thing that's not very well understood. To you, Victoria, it's academic. It's to be understood. To Caspar, magic is something entirely different. Magic is life force, and it's raw energy. Raw energy can't be manipulated or destroyed. So demons cannot dampen magic. In fact, demons rely on this magic to walk. Therefore, it would never do anything to harm it. You know this, Casper.
I'll speak up then when I hear the questions being asked. Impossible.
Okay.
Before there was magic, there was the old gods. And their potency cannot be created nor destroyed anymore. Possible for a demon to be able to have any kind of anti-heal.
That's reassuring, at least. Maybe I was just reading that Lystra's last thoughts were she feels she couldn't do enough. She needed more, and what she was doing just wasn't cutting it. Wow.
The damage was just outdoing the healing. This is some
I
scary
think that's what it was.
Some scary fucking being we're dealing with here. I hope you know. I hope you know what you're doing here.
Well, there's one more. Let's get this done. Get out of here.
Are you sure, Gasp? You have to do them all?
I do them all, Penny.
Okay.
And I'll go to... Is the last one swinging from the rafters? Carol.
He's like draped over. It's draped over. It's not like hanging by a rope. It's literally just dangling over like that. Like it's the stomach. Imagine there's the beam. It's kind of like draped over. There's his legs. There's his arms. Here's his head.
I gotcha.
Actually,
So,
Gasp,
for me
just
to
before-
get up to him, yeah. Go on.
Just before you say that, on Casper's notes there, I've been thinking, I don't think the demon could possibly dampen magic, but I think a witch could. I think Malcoya could. I think she could do something like a counter spell or magic users can manipulate magic. That's what me and Wagon do. We use it.
Okay, so it's just something to be aware of. That's potential tool in her toolkit.
Sorry, it just came to me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. If we're learning anything, we're learning about what our enemy can do. Besides of clearly what she has done. Carol, can I get up to the body on the rafters to take it down?
You don't need to. It's fairly high up. You could just reach up and because it would have died and bled heavily here, so you could pull that energy down if you want. Or you can just go up too, but remember your key is dampened. You're not feeling very great.
Please, Gasp. Let
Penny?
us bring him down for you. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Penny?
Just-
Yeah.
Don't mind. Give us a boost.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And Penny will go over and she'll like do the. She'll either say like, "Do you want that or do you want up on my shoulders?"
Need to reiterate, about 20 feet in the air.
Oh fuck yeah, okay.
She might have to
Good
actually
thing I'm
toss you.
19 foot tall.
That's a huge woman.
Yeah, because Gas was probably at this stage is like he'd like to take that one down. It's just a kind of respectful thing for the last one.
I could launch you up into the rafters.
Could you catch me if you bash my head off it and I come back down?
Yeah.
If all else fails, I can heal your bashed in head.
There'll be no bashing.
If you really want to,
reassuring.
I can heal you.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Right, I'm gonna
Surely there must be an easier way than this.
I
Can
squat
Wigan not
down
shoot it down?
and I like get like a good grip so that I can get his foot in, and then we'll just do like a 1, 2, 3, and I will shoot up from a full squat position to give you as much of a boost as possible.
Can I,
So like a Cirque du Soleil fucking
Yeah.
performance, like.
can I suggest something?
Yeah?
That me and Victoria hold either sides of one of these rugs like a little net to catch him.
Yeah. Oh God, good luck with that.
Jeez.
But I do.
Threadbare rugs.
Yeah. These rugs are not going to hold us, right? They're fucking moth-eaten, tattered piss rugs.
We still try. We
Well, you'd rather
still
hit
try.
a dirty piss rug than the fucking stone floor.
Than the
Right.
concrete.
Fair point, yeah.
Don't forget, guys, I still have the bomb.
The bomb.
Oh, yes. If all else fails.
I can bring him down and the roof.
Calm him down.
As you kind of go up, Gasp, you get up onto the rafter. Yeah, no problem. With Penny's help, you're fine.
And then I will try and gently lower the body down by the limbs. And I'll aim at the fucking
Piss rug.
blanket.
All right. Well, as you
the
pick
rug.
the body
That
up,
one.
it begins to disintegrate. It just fall. Just rains bones down. Apart from the skeleton, it's part of the spine and ribs and all they hold, and the skull hangs on. But all of its arms and legs begin to break apart and fall down.
Oh,
This memory is trying to invade you, Gasp. Now. Yeah. You're becoming so weak you can't
Oh.
push back on the memory anymore. It's trying to invade you up in the rafters. So you can either accept it or roll a will to stop it, and then you can do it when you get down.
Alright, for him to desecrate the bodies, huh?
I'll brace the rafters with my legs and I'll let the memory in.
He's wobbling, Victoria. Move to the right a bit, Victoria. He's fucking. Look at him.
Like,
Gasp.
which is the right?
Gasp begins mimicking shooting a bow as he looks around, and he can tell that he is. It's the most. It's of all of everything he's seen. This is the most calmest he's looked. He looks intense, though. You can see every vein in his head as he tenses up, and you can see his face going bright red. He's just like you could really see he's tensed. Gasp, perched high in the rafters, the archer pops off shots at the demonic invader with deadly precision. You now see something similar to what you believe the demon to look like. It is this weird-looking creature with long, kind of brownish arms, and from its back come these tentacles that writhe and flail. But as you draw your last arrow, as he draws his last arrow, he feels a chill behind him. Turning, he meets the cold, hollow gaze of the witch, who mutters a single word you do not hear. Your body, the archer's body, is consumed by shadow, and his form unraveling into nothingness before he can release his final shot. Gasp begins to shiver from extreme cold. And Gasp, you plummet to the floor, and you take.
him. Catch
Oh yeah,
him.
try and catch him. Try and catch him. Roll me
This
a.
Oh,
I want to roll me an agility check.
okay.
you want me to roll it as well? Because I'm going to try and catch him as well.
If you're all three of you are trying to catch them, do it with a bane each.
A bane?
Yeah, because they're trying to catch you with a rug and you're charging in, so all of these roll me with a bane.
I actually already rolled, but without a bane. But I got a 4.
Yeah, roll the bane because you can actually get under a 1 and get it really bobbing.
Yikes.
So how do I roll?
Fast.
My wooden leg comes off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys. You guys fucking completely failed to catch Gasp with the rug. You're actually miles away, but Penny does come in and grabs him. Gasp, you
I run
come
into
to
the wall.
Gasp, you come to as you feel the warmth finally return to your body. Penny's holding you, cradling you like a child.
The fucking button.
5 and 5.
He rolled on the button.
Oh, Pennyhold, they need to build a statue to you someday. I'll make sure it's made out of marble.
Marble?
Laid with bronze.
I'm not bronze, Gasp. I'm copper.
Drop him, Penny.
No,
Victoria-
I'll get him to his feet and kind of keep my arm behind him to see if he'll be able to stand okay, and I'll just be like,
He's fine. Yeah.
Copper.
Victoria, will you pass me that? Point over at my leg.
Oh, of course, Casper. And I run over and grab his leg, bring it back to him, kind of click it on,
Nador, bless you.
Gasp, you are now fairly certain of what has happened. Malcolia, there's one, now that you've kind of experienced some of these memories, a little bit more of these memories, you begin to understand the feeling of treachery.
Oh.
And you begin to put 2 and 2
Pervaded
together.
all of them.
What did you find? What led you here?
She was in her coven. So yeah, Gasp is kind of speaking out loud to himself, piecing it together. She was in Harkoven. She was wanted for witchcraft. And Gilgaron, Prenegade, they were on to her. She fled. She fled into the woods. She fled north. Lookwood. Tempo. Row. She came here. She didn't come alone. She brought a demon with her. Long arms, tentacle on its back.
Tentacles.
Not tentacles
Is she
again.
one of them? Did she know this temple? Carl, do I get a sense from the memories that they all had a sense of betrayal against Malcolia? In that,
Yes.
how could you?
Yes.
She
And
came
think,
to the temple.
what
She
did you
was- she
find?
was-
What did you find in her house?
Just symbols.
What way were they? Do you remember? It was a while ago, Carl, so I'm willing to help you out here. That's why I'm doing this, because it was a long time ago.
Temple, Lurkwood, Crow.
But they were
That's what
childlike. Remember? They were like the way a child would write them.
Yes.
She's not a Skahir. She was pretending to be one. She was learning the language. She's an elf, but not a Skahir.
Okay, so I say this to the team. They welcomed her in, they trained her, and then she turned it against them. She betrayed these people.
Gasp, you
I'm gonna
elf?
fucking peel her face skin off and make her watch me wear it as I rip her fucking heart out.
But it's not a major difference between your races.
Yippee.
I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. The residual trauma I gotta work through.
It's all right. Think.
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference. Wagon. My folks spent a little time in the underworld. Many years, and it was the Queen who brought us back. That's why we have been changed. And also admired kin. That's why I'm more sensitive to it.
Do you and the elves get on? Do Skahir and the elves get on or not? Victoria would actually know this, so I ask it as Jenny. Or maybe she wouldn't. I leave it to the DM.
They don't interact. They have just such different priorities.
Oh, okay. Would I know that? I probably would I?
Yeah, you'd know that. Yeah, you'd know that.
Oh, yeah,
So would
sorry.
Gasp, obviously. See, the elves are very much about holding the Great Malnacht, holding back the orcs, and holding back whatever the hell comes over the mountains. But the Skahir are about the order. They actually don't care so much if orcs destroy the mortal plane, because as long as it's orcs and not demons, they believe in the order of a soul dies, it goes to the underworld. If it's too heavy with corruption, it continues to go down into the hells. Demons feast on you. When they've eaten the corruption from your soul, you then go back to the underworld. You be not so heavy anymore. You float back up to the underworld. There, over time, you completely forget who you are. Then you are reincarnated. That is the natural order that the Skahir preach. No one knows if it's true though.
That's fucking sick.
That is cool.
It's actually really cool.
We maintain our own order and balance. But we get on with other elves, for the most part, because we know we're of same blood. Same way. Well, you and Casper get on. You don't come from the same town.
Well, it must be good to
Humans.
know that it wasn't one of your own people to turn on you. It was an outsider. So,
Actually, very true, Wagon. Very true.
Aye.
Hmm. Still,
Worrying though that
Well,
she could have got this far.
well, she obviously had help.
and that powerful.
Tentacle man.
Not
Gas-
tentacles.
Why would she have invaded here? Was she looking for something?
I look up.
That
at
I
them
don't know.
Eh. I'm kind of hinting at that. I'm like, would she have been looking for something?
Very good question, Jenny. Very good question. Why go through
Well,
all
if
this
she
trouble?
knew about this place, she found something that pointed her here.
Or the demon told her to come here.
She was a member of this order before she returned with the demon. They knew her. Member is probably a bit of a stretch, but they knew her. They felt betrayed, angered, hurt.
Gasp, am I right in saying that when you were in one of the bodies, you told us that you died and then felt a great deal of pain?
In their last moments, yeah.
Oh, it was their last moments, was it? It wasn't after their last moments.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's not
okay.
possible. It's not possible to go beyond the veil.
Oh, okay. Just making sure she didn't bargain their souls or something creepy.
Oh, Victoria, unfortunately, this is where you're going to find something now. Roll me. Let's see how intelligent Victoria really is. Roll me an
Let's go,
intelligence check.
Jenny.
But with
Oh,
two
God.
bounce. Two bounce.
Get that nat 20.
I hope.
And then
I'm
roll a
not.
corruption check
Oh,
for knowing.
sorry. I'll give myself
Yeah.
For
minus
knowing
one.
it.
2 bones, please. God, please.
Oh,
Oh.
no way.
I
Oh,
no.
would like to use my fortune to make
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Oh!
Thank you.
Okay. So
Thank you, Casper. Thank you.
right. So the main issue with demons is that they do subvert the order in a certain way. The Skahir view it as still part of the order. It's just a little bit different. And unfortunately, if you are killed by a demon, you know this, Victoria. If you are killed by a demon, your soul is devoured and sent straight to hell, no matter how good of a person you were. It is what makes them so terrifying. There is no escaping eternal torment. And when I say you go from hell back up to the underworld, that time in hell still feels like an eternity, no matter how long it is, how much corruption the demons have to eat. But when a demon kills you, you may as well have been the most evil person in the world for the torture you received. There's no There's no happy ending when dying from a demon. So all of
Do you not
these
float back up?
eventually, but by that time,
You're mad.
you go into underworld and then you forget who you are. For the Skahir, it's a little bit different. They stay in the underworld. So essentially, they never return to the material plane once they die. They subvert the order themselves, which is kind of like they're the exception that proves the rule. And what likely has happened, I don't know if you want to tell Gas this or not, because he won't know this, but
Yeah. No.
it's very likely that they have suffered a fate way worse than death, and will never.
I am not going to tell Gasp that, but I know at the moment when I find a quiet moment, either just standing when someone else is talking, I am going to give this information to Casper.
Yep. To you, Gasp.
Okay.
To you, Gasp. Skahir very rarely fight demons. So this is not knowledge you know. You do know of these things called there are wraiths that wander the underworld, and they were once Skahir. Nobody knows why they are the way they are. Victoria does though. So yeah, you can see her in her eyes a little bit. She's thought of something, but she doesn't want to say it.
Probably best we keep that to ourselves, Victoria. He's been under enough mental torture.
Oh, yes.
Tell him what happened to his friends.
No, definitely, Casper. That's why I'm not telling him. But I feel you know the natural order. You follow it. You should know this because it is unnatural and horrific. Now, Daryl, would I know, or is this reaching? Could Malkoya have bargained their souls in a deal?
Oh yeah,
Or does it
absolutely.
have to be your own? Oh,
The
yeah.
one thing
yeah.
a demon wants more than anything is souls. Some demons want wanton destruction. Some of them want to storm villages and destroy everybody themselves. Some demons want souls willingly given. Some demons prefer the art of the bargain. So they're all different. They all have their own agendas, and it's unknowable, really.
If I know that, I would repeat it as not menacingly, but as thing as you did to Casper. I will say, Casper, I think she could have bargained these souls. Some demons are in it for the bargain.
Certainly looking that way.
I just think we should know, and I don't want to burden Gasp and Penny with this, and I'm too afraid it will make Wagon leave here immediately.
No, you're right.
Sorry, House? Want to say something?
Yeah, give us a drink there, will you? Don't let me go. I don't mean to assume anything about your people, Gas, but this place isn't very big. Safe to assume that there's going to be some secrets in this temple.
I'd imagine so. We
That
should
looks-
take a look around.
That looks like a promising start. Nod towards the statue.
Hmm.
Why is she holding her hand out like that?
Is she really that beautiful?
Also,
Oh,
one person.
she is.
I've never seen her myself, but legend tells that she is more beautiful. Her likeness cannot be captured by painting, statues, song, or poetry.
Now I
I'd
know
well
why you
believe it.
worship her.
And
I
she
can-
still doesn't measure up
That's
to Bridget.
Same. She's gorgeous.
Hell is Bridget.
My beautiful wife.
If
She's
she's
in
your
She's
queen,
in general there.
I believe.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry to be a dickhead, but that's an actual character in this world, so it can't be your wife, unfortunately.
No, that's my fault. She's an identical twin.
That's Lady Felmas. Remember from Felmas and Farm? You saved the two of them.
Oh yeah,
How
yeah,
is that?
yeah. The one you heard.
How can we forget that? Casper fell in love at first sight.
No, Clock did.
That's my wife. Yeah.
Right.
Mala.
So, what do you guys want to do now? Give me some ideas.
I want to have a look around the statue. If there's any writing, if there's anything I know about where a hand is out, are you supposed to give a tithe or something like this? And
Roll
from
me-
Elvish lore, that just might give me more of an idea of what the fuck this temple's about from that perspective.
Roll me a perception check. I'll give you 2 boons.
While he's
Easy.
fucking with that, I'm gonna start clearing the stones out of that corridor on the top left.
All right.
I'll go and help Casper with that if I see him hauling some stuff. I'll be like, I'll help you,
Cool.
Casper.
God
Move
bless you,
aside.
Kenny.
How'd you do, Carl?
Put those big muscles.
I think it was 19.
You look at this and you go, this is a ghost wall.
Ooh,
It's an old
Oh.
Scahair trick.
classic. Huh?
Classic ghost wall.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. It's like-
Classic ghost ball, man.
Classic ghost wall.
Is it like one of those walls in Dark Souls that you've got to hit and it just...
Yeah, it's like it looks real, but it's likely you could just put your hand right through it, like if you get me.
Do we uncover anything under the stones while he's
You're just
exclaiming
basically
that?
you're just clearing the way back out.
Yeah.
Take
Just wanna
time.
make sure it's not concealing it's not concealing a fucking trapdoor or something.
What do you want
What's
to
that,
do?
Gash?
I
Gash?
don't think there's anything
Classic
here.
hole.
I said, yes, and I'll go up and he'll like bow his head slightly at the section. Sorry, and then he'll move his hand through her outstretched hand. Ghost wall's not real.
How'd you do that?
I'm all beyond here.
Jenny, you're muted. He's so excited. I don't know what you said.
I said, oh, Casper found one of them before, remember?
You did,
In
Casper?
In the
Vi-
book, you mean the
Vila's
bookshelf?
realm. Yes.
No, that was I had to pull a book for that.
No, did Casper not find a wall before? I thought
Nothing
he did.
ghostly about that one. That was
Oh.
purely mechanical.
Sorry. Sorry, Gas. Didn't mean to take your moment.
No, it's okay. But it does mean it continues on. So
Could be behind there.
we're gonna
fucking demon.
find out.
Oh no, please not a demon.
Please don't be a fucking demon. As I start
Please.
walking towards it.
Yeah, Penny will do the same. She'll
Yeah.
put her hands together like that and be like, please, Raven Queen, not a demon. And she'll follow.
I would like to do the same. If it's all right, Daryl, I would like to prepare as an action. I don't know what way this can work, but I would like to, if I can ready an action of the awakened passion, just in case.
Yeah, you can't really do that in the system.
No
You-
problem.
what-
I just
see,
go into a fast turn and would have been.
Yeah, you would just go into a fast turn and go. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, no problem.
Oh,
Who's
I'll
gone
take
through
that.
first?
I'll just grab Gas before he goes through. If there is a fucking demon behind this thing, we're getting out of here, right?
Mhm.
Okay, look. If there was a demon behind this ghost wall, we'd be dead. Because it would have already come true. Like if it's right there. But if it's like down yonder, around the corner, sitting at a table, we see it before it sees us.
Fuck it,
Sure.
could have it. Yeah,
We're out of here.
not fighting a fucking
Yeah,
demon now.
and
see
then-
that from up-
Wagon. Then you can
Yes.
use that little doohickey doodad you got itchy fingers for.
Get your
My
bomb
hand?
ready, is what he's saying.
Oh, Bumbo, yes. No!
No, not
No,
now.
not now.
If we see a demon.
You're getting water all over it.
But I don't know what a demon looks like, so how do I know when?
When you
be anything.
hear us all screaming and running the other way, it's generally good.
Yeah. Fucking toss it.
When I see
Dumb
you
dog.
running, throw a bomb at you. Okay, perfect.
I feel we really
Not
should-
at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I'm going.
Wagon.
He's just being a sneaky little cunt. Come on, let's go through the classic ghost wall.
Don't make me put you in your papoose.
I don't want to go in the poo.
Well, behave.
I'm behaving.
Okay. Happy to take point again?
Okay. So you're gonna walk through.
Yes.
So you basically got to walk and then you break your nose on a stone wall. I'm joking.
Her golden
Big
bosom
ghost
breaks
wall.
the bridge of your
Yeah,
nose.
You walk through.
Oh, oh!
and you're gone. Something happens, but I'll let everybody else walk through first. Who wants to walk through next?
I kind of look at Casper and
He's
Want
just
me to go first?
gone forever.
What you mean, ladies first?
Penny will kind of look at Victoria and go, "You coming behind me, okay, Victoria?"
Okay, Penny. Okay.
And walk through.
I will walk
Right.
through next then.
All right, you walk in,
I'll
Penny.
I'll turn around to Wagon now that it looks like we're alone.
Hang
Please
one
don't
second.
throw the bomb at us.
I'd go
That's all.
age before beauty.
As you walk in, Gasp, you are greeted with the choir
Oh, God.
of haunted screams of the underworld. Brings you back home for a minute as you walk in and feel the icy chill of the underworld envelop you. As you walk in, Penny, unfortunately for you, this experience is not quite so run-of-the-mill. Roll me a will check or take an insanity.
Oh.
Or taking insanity? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Any boons or bins?
None. Flat roll.
Oh
Hard
my
choice, like
Oh,
hurt Penny.
Victoria, as you walk through the same, you feel the freezing chill of death itself, the very essence of the underworld. Now, I will get to this in a second, but you hear the choir of tormented screams. Roll me a will check.
God.
and Penny
Okay.
didn't.
And he passed.
I have to roll. Okay, Will. Just 1 second. Will. Where is... Oh, yeah, Will's up the top. Oh, God, come on.
But Penny
Good
heard
roll.
the wire, right?
It's
Oh,
the same.
fail.
They hear the same thing. It's like a choir of tormented screams of the underworld. Yeah, that's what the underworld constantly sounds like. Just howling winds and miserable
was it- was
souls.
Was it just a straight roll? I forgot.
Yeah,
I
you
did not
failed.
do it.
Jen, you've
Yeah.
taken insanity.
Oh.
I've added it on for you there, right?
Oh, okay, thank you.
Don't thank him for that.
You do
Yeah, who are you
hear,
talking about?
you hear Victoria kind of,
I get such a fright. Penny, where are you?
Penny
Look
and
him out.
Gasp hear this, not anyone behind the wall. The wall block sound.
There must be a mouse.
I
Mouse me hole.
wagon.
Which one of you two is going first?
Age before beauty?
Aye, you're fucking ancient off with you.
No,
You old bitch!
At least I can run. Cobble leg. Go.
Oh, the door blesses. I'm gonna walk through.
Hop to it.
Roll me
Oh, I
a will
can't
check
forget. Yeah.
with a bane for you, Casper.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe you should have left the torch in here. I can't see anything.
Yeah, Dave, you're
Oh,
pitch
yeah.
black now. Well, you're like pitch black now. You take an insanity. I've added
Huh?
it.
Why
on for you.
don't I pass?
No, it says he fails. Passes.
Oh, you passed. Oh, good man. I mean, just minus that insanity off. A bit too
Seven,
insanity
10.
happy today. Wagon, you stand in pitch black darkness. What do you do? With the rain of your hat dripping down on you.
I'm going through straight away. The minute I went black, I went straight. Shoot the yoke.
Victoria, Wagon slams into your gate.
Oh, God.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Into a gate because you're so short. You just fucking slam right into a gate.
Her bum.
My God.
Like
That's
her
her
stomach
pussy
area.
flesh.
Wagon, roll me a will check. Remember, you are extremely prone to insanity, so you get a ban.
What does that mean?
Wait,
Why is it prone to insanity?
Gnomes,
makes sense.
gnomes are
Gnomes
prone to
stronger.
insanity because so many of them
Oh.
were lived through the fucking doom of Carteller. I did put
Oh,
this
we
in the
little
Discord.
bit.
Yes, Dave, you
Uh-oh.
have an insanity point there now, right?
I
Gnomes
killed
are
them by
gnome.
one here, and I'm fucking insane.
Oh, we forgot gnomes are completely prone to insanity. Get out! Get back.
out!
I'm fucking pro to this.
These are all in.
Oh,
And this is what you say. There is a body in the corner over here. There is a what I can only describe as eternally flayed skeleton. So even though it's a skeleton, it continuously drips blood, as if it's been freshly flayed.
is it standing?
Not cut flayed though, like the meat's gone from it too. No, it's lying down in a line, and there's this kind of
Oh,
strange
God.
circle around it. And then here you see an altar to the queen, and here in front of it there is this kind of skull. It's a white skull with these gold with gold set into the skull, and above it is a hollow shape of where once something egg-shaped sat.
Oh.
I wonder what that is.
Right.
Ostrich egg.
Daryl, may I? Oh no. I'm too afraid to do it. I say to Gasp, I could do something that could help here, but I'm afraid it might make things worse.
What is it?
I do have this spell where it's called fetch, and if I imagine an item that I can see it could hold one object. Oh no, I have to see the. Never mind. I don't say that anything. I have to see it. I thought I could just fetch something I can see, but I was afraid like it'd wake something up. Doesn't matter. That's Jenny talking, not Victoria.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's out the box.
Sick.
Okay,
Okay, there's nothing
thanks
in
for
here.
that.
I think we should.
Victoria.
I think we should leave because
Can
this room is
everyone
scaring
hear
me.
that constant screaming?
I hear it all the time, Penny. I'm prone to the madness.
Oh God!
I can see someone say that in a quote.
Constantly here screaming in your head.
Dave, that is your number one quote of all time in D&D. That's replaced information as power. I hear all the time I'm prone to the madness. Right, Gasp. This place reeks of the underworld. All around here is Stygian black darkness that emanates. It's almost like a gate to your realm. That's how it feels. This place is clearly very sacred to the Queen, or at least it was. It's desecrated now. Like I said, there's this body here. There's this very coarse-looking body here, and there's one in the corner here.
That has no legs.
It's all smashed
Victoria.
up skeleton. This looks like the rest of the skeletons outside.
It looks like someone got there before me.
Can I say my thorn skin went off after seeing this bloody skeleton?
Yes, no problem at all.
Yeah, thorny skin has been used.
Victoria, can you, without getting too close, can you identify what those markings are?
Where are they, Gasp? Apologies.
The ones around that constantly bleeding corpse that should not be constantly bleeding?
Oh, yes, of course. Darl, I'm going to move a bit. Can I move? Or I'm going to move like a square or two up?
Victoria,
Yeah.
please be careful. Remember what happened to Jacques.
Oh, yes. I won't
Get
walk
too
in any
close to
symbols.
it.
I go up. And I'm going to see if I can decipher anything from the symbols, Darl. Or would I recognize them? Or...
Yeah, so roll me. This is even going to be tricky for you, Jenny. You're not a demonologist, so to speak. Roll me a
Well, off the
intelligence
bat,
check.
off the bat, it's something to do with demons. I know that much.
Okay,
Is
roll
that
it.
what's that like black stuff around the statue? And
That's
is it
that Dave. That is a pit. Like it goes down. It's like
Oh.
it's like almost like a darkness that's alive around it. It's like the
Okay.
actual essence of the underworld.
Yeah, bro.
sick. Oh, that's deadly.
Falling
is
there
it-
would be
Say-
the end of you. Just let you know.
Is that kind of like in the Mummy where he falls
Yes.
in and it just all of a
Yeah.
sudden comes alive and like?
That's a
sucks up?
good description of it, Jess. Yeah, that's exactly what it's a
Oh.
living darkness of the underworld.
Oh, fuck
Is it
that.
just Is it just a straight roll, Darl? intelligence?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it a straight roll for you, Jenny. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you one bone actually, right? You didn't even need
Oh,
it.
I got 7.
Well,
oh,
Wow,
20.
you're on you got a 20. Okay, Jenny, I'm actually gonna give this to you. You look at that, and you know that is some form of dark binding circle.
I repeat everything, by the way, so you will be hearing this. Like,
There is something different about that body, though. You can't quite put your finger on it, Jenny.
Mm.
But that binding circle was drawn by a demon, not a mortal.
okay,
Did that be our witch friend?
No, it couldn't, Wagon. To me and my eyes, that circle is drawn by a demon.
Yes, so she could have made a deal with a demon, and this is her payment for it.
Oh, you mean
think
the
that's
body
what
could be
Wagon
her?
means.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant this. Sorry.
Darla, is
Would be.
that another
Skyhair, yes.
corpse?
It is, yes.
Give me a second. I'm going to see if my kin might be able to shed some more light.
Yeah.
And I would like to go up and access a memory if it's possible.
As you approach it, you have no choice. This memory invades you with the force of will you haven't quite encountered before. You immediately become aware that this is the remembrancer of this place. In the Skyhair, the remembrancer is essentially the one who is in charge of holding the memories that will be gifted to the Queen. Remember, she lives from she eats
Oh.
she doesn't eat memories, so to speak, but that's what she loves is memories. Necromancy
She's
she loves,
delighted.
and anything that gets rid of the natural order, that stops memories, that kind of thing. So the Queen has always been about memories, and the Remembrancer has always kind of been the person who leads the different individual orders that gifts the memories to her, if you get me. And when it invades you, this time Gasp doesn't take on in any way terrified form. He simply stands with his eyes rolled back into his head. He stands with his right hand held out, demanding the demon and the witch stop their rampage. He holds high the Book of Memories and unleashes a wave of guardian spirits from the book. The witch is overwhelmed and badly injured, but the demon flicks its wrists, simply banishing any spirit that comes too close. It grabs the Remembrancer with its large clawed hand and crushes the Remembrancer's pelvis into mush. The last thing you feel is agony as all goes black. You come to Gasp, fully aware that this was the Remembrancer, and a Remembrancer is incredibly powerful. One of them, there's only a couple in the sky here. There's a limited number of them. They're the top before you get to the Queen.
Okay.
So like the Pope?
We'll check 3 bones
More like bishops.
or cardinals.
Cardinals, yes.
We'll check where how many booms? it 3?
3. No, 2. 2 for the Remembrancer. 2.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh, there.
Oh.
No.
Now remember, it has to be
No.
below 1. It has to be 1 or
Oh.
below to get a really negative effect.
Okay.
You can go below 1 here. You can get you can have a bane and it can take you below.
Okay. Still.
Yeah, not great though. You take an insanity point, Gasp. More the shock of the fact that this Remembrancer was so easily killed by the demon. You witnessed in the memory how powerful he actually was, in that he was able to stop Malcolia and severely injure her. You
Yeah,
didn't
but
see
he was
what
nothing
was
to do.
being protected though.
What he was protecting?
Yeah, he was protecting something.
Okay.
Oh, the demon?
No, the Remembrancer.
The remembrance.
I'll tell the others this.
That's
That
did you
he
see
injured.
anyone- Oh,
Oh,
gee,
yeah.
oh, sorry, I thought you were just going to say... Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, that's it. I tell them that he was able to hurt her demon. I can flick him aside.
Was
Gosh,
there
that was it.
anyone else in the room? Gasp.
Was there anyone else in the room? Yeah.
From the memory you saw, there was the Remembrancer, there was Malcolia, and there was the demon. And he was defiantly making a last stand against them.
Oh, I can. There
Slowly
wasn't.
look down at the skeleton.
And I just go.
Like enough.
Well,
Yeah.
you saw 3 people, and there's 2 skeletons, and one of them is definitely not a demon skeleton. So I think
I don't know.
my...
That skeleton looks not.
I
normal.
think we found our witch. Gasp, boy.
What?
I think this is the witch. No?
That?
Yes.
Penny will just
Why-
look confused over at Victoria.
But why is she
no
like that?
one, because demons are fucked.
I don't know, Penny. I think that could be her. I mean, who would a demon want to bind? Perhaps someone he has made a pact with.
And I just
Perhaps
go,
keeping her bound here gives him some strength or
So is the
Or-
demon still going around or what?
this is
don't
exactly
know.
what curiosity does. And I kind of look at Miss Van Sanders.
Well, I didn't fucking summon the demon. You can see she's getting
I'm just
panicky.
saying, I'm just
Jenny,
saying.
roll me a will check.
Anyway, drug.
Oh!
What?
Don't forget your course.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
She lost the rag.
sorry. I'm sorry. I have
Wait,
to do
wait,
it
what?
now.
What happened?
You remember if Victoria insults or says anything bad to anyone, her curse comes out.
I am
Oh,
so
fuck,
sorry.
yeah.
It's been so long since it's happened. I'm sorry, Dave.
Roll me a will
Always
check.
me.
Oh well,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
I'll go
like
straight to
it.
attack. Sorry.
And you resisted it. You see that you guys can see the course trying to overwhelm Miss Van Sanders for a split second.
Sorry, Wagon. Sorry. Sorry.
Calm down. I was just saying, this is like a warning, King. I'm looking out for you. You don't need to go crazy.
Sorry.
Come on.
It's a tense situation. Sorry. It's
It's
tense.
very tense. I'm just saying, this could be like, you know what I mean? A gateway drug is knowledge, you know what I mean?
Well,
It's like-
I'm worried about something as well. What happens if that is her and she's not fucking dead? I don't say that
Well,
angrily, just but
Well, she's still bleeding, so I don't think she is. This is an eternal pain, I think. Anyway, Gas, looks like you got what you want. Your face was peeled off.
Is this
Yeah, my one-
demon still going around? Please, someone answer me.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Did
can I
you
I look
see
at
her?
Penny like, careful, Penny.
Book of Memories. Is that still on the corpse of the Remembrancer?
It is. It is indeed.
I'll take up the Book of Memories. I want to put it into my backpack.
It is
That would be a...
heavily defiled.
But I piss all over it.
It's scratched, torn. There's writing of some strange language within it. The demon has defiled this book.
I'll put it into my backpack anyway. If this is Malcolia bound in that circle, play this to the demon's advantage. So we'll need to end it. But we need to figure out what the fuck is that? I point at the... Did you say a skull?
Yes, it is a
Up on
skull.
the
The
altar?
skulls would be a fairly not unknown part of an altar for a scatter. Like it's a fairly extravagant altar. Like it clearly something of great worth was held upon it. So don't think anything like this. Don't think the skull is like how later. I'm just saying. Sorry, just not going with his little cheek popping up.
Why is that skull out of place?
And what's that big yellow thing in the middle of it?
That's the skull, Jenny.
Oh, okay. So not the skull. What's the big thing behind it then? That looks like a big cross-legged thing. Is that the Raven Queen?
Not the Raven Queen, the Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, the Queen. Is that the Queen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry.
Queen,
Ravens.
what?
But there seems to be a Did you say there was a receptacle, egg-shaped? Empty?
Yeah.
There's
You
a
know-
shocking lack of an egg over there.
Just to say, when Victoria accidentally says the Raven Queen, you all feel a little nauseous for a second. Now. Just
Okay,
because you're
well.
not supposed to say the Raven Queen.
I don't feel well.
I don't know why I said that. Sorry. I don't know who that is. I mean, you're a queen, Gas. You're a queen.
Thank you.
Hey, look,
Try and delete
moves
those
like a raven.
specific words.
It is the Queen, though, yes.
Well, Gasp, I'm not being bad. I don't know what to do here. I mean,
Well,
I'm not going to lie. I'm afraid of that thing. I'm sure we all are. And I pointed the skinned, flailed thing on the
Well,
ground.
job well done. It's done. Isn't it? So we know what happened.
Gasp.
Time to leave. Bomb time, no?
Gasp.
Oh, guess.
Yeah.
There is a memory there that can be claimed.
Oh!
So she is dead then.
Oh,
She's definitely dead then.
but she's not Skahir.
She's not.
But she was trained by them.
She was
Your
trying to
queen
put
is
it
trying to give it to
going
you.
along that.
I have
Guys,
to
I
be
might
your
be
queen.
able to.
Do
I'm
what?
going to take out. I have a flask of oil, and I'm gonna pour it around, make a thin circle, and then
Yeah.
I'm
That's what
going
you're doing.
to. It's just a precaution, guys. But and then I'm gonna stand kind of near the head, and I'll put my hands over the head.
Hey,
And
wait,
try
wait,
and
wait, wait, wait,
access-
wait. What are you doing?
What?
Why are you
There's a
touching it?
memory in here.
Just
I'm not
touching
leave
it.
it there. Enjoy it. Have it
Draw
there.
it
Leave it
there,
there. And don't go near it.
There's a memory here. There's a memory wagon. I can confirm if this is Malcolia or not.
There's also a skeleton that's constantly being flamed and bleeding with a circle drew by a demon, and you want to touch it.
Yes.
Think.
I need to draw its energy out. That's all. I'm not physically going to
Remember
touch
what
it.
happened to Jocks.
Excellent point, Penny.
He
Excellent.
made a bargain with a creature and turned into a rat. That's not what's
No,
going to
no,
happen.
no. When he stood on the pentagram,
In the temple with the Velsharoon and the
weird
mosaic.
afterwards.
Okay, well, hold up a sec. I know me and Jocks are possibly comparable in our beauty, but I am way, way smarter than that motherfucker. I ain't gonna trick no trap just because
I don't want another
Not a rat.
one of our party members to have an evil spirit in them. I'm already worried about Casper. I don't need to be worried about you too, Gasp.
Honestly, you're saying you're
Aaron.
more intelligent than Jocks, and you're literally walking up to the hexagon about to touch it.
Get your knickers out of a twist and get your bomb ready, wagon.
If I see any glowing eye things, I'm throwing this fucking bomb.
Can
Guys,
I
you must
feel the
protect-
ghost roll? Just to make sure it's still ghosty?
Yes, it's still ghosty, yeah. Although your hand
Well, I'm
feels
gonna keep
horrible
my
after going
hand-
through it. Roll me
Okay, I'll do
you hear the screams of the choir once again. Roll me a will check.
Oh. Casper.
With a bound this time because you've experienced it
I'm
before.
touching the ghosty wall.
Yeah.
Oh, great,
You're,
we're trapped
you're
in it.
leaving and re-entering is what's happening. All y'all stay exactly where you are.
Who's
Okay,
the
maybe.
bastard
Okay, Gasp. Maybe I should touch the skeleton. How about that then?
You're Nazca here. You can't access. I'm going to. Wagon, get out of my head! And I'm going to access the memory.
Okay.
No.
You guys see Gasp go out and you see his eyes. This time they don't roll back, they shoot back. Gasp falls to the ground and begins to convulse, okay? Gasp.
Wait, when you say fall back, does he fall back into the hole?
No, he falls. No. He falls like. Here. So like he walks up to it and like he falls. He's like convulsing, having a seizure, kind of.
I try and put a little coat under his head.
This all happened so fast.
Oh, quick!
I get
Gasp.
the bomb ready.
Spirits run through your guts, your muscles, your mind, and your soul, tearing you apart on several levels of existence. You lash out with your most potent defensive blood magic, but it's too late. You hear the sound of the Remembrancer screams as he dies in agony, and the spirits fade. You lie on the ground, blood spewing from every orifice. The demon steps above you and picks you up roughly without care, and for your pain, and points you towards the altar of the Queen. You see something on it, a black gem of some kind that seems to radiate darkness. You plead with the demon to not do something. Before you know it, misery takes fold, and you are something else. Something trapped forever in darkness. The memory fades. But unlike the fading touch of dread from the other memories, you feel the coldness of this memory linger past its lifespan. Your breath becomes mist in front of your face, and all along your body you feel your skin goosebump and the hair on your neck stand up. This is everybody feels this. From the eternal darkness in front of you comes a spirit, the tormented soul of the witch.
I didn't want to say I called it, but
Oh, jeez.
Loading the witch.
And that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
She only has 4 fingers.
Oh!
Where is our
Can we end the session on Wagon just throwing his bomb on that? That was fucking sick.
That
Holy
was-
shit, man.
that was
Descriptions
great.
are on point for all these memories as well. I was
Yeah.
fucking locked in.
And everyone levels up.
Hey!
Holy shit!
Yeah. You're gonna need it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
proud.
Oh no.
What's the will check on that one?
You wanna get over now, do you?
Yeah, actually, I would
Yeah.
as well. Oh, do we all? Yeah.
Gasp only does it. A flat will check,
Oh.
no bounce.
A will check for everybody?
Just gasp.
No, just Gasp.
Oh, just gasp.
I'm kind of happy, but I'm sorry, Gasp.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh.
You gain an insanity.
Oh, that's. Yeah,
Triple
so I have
insanity.
3 now. And fantastic.
This has been a very mentally taxing day for poor Gasp.
Oh yeah.
The dice have reflected it as well.
Yeah, you
I
did
know,
well.
I know, but it adds
I'm
it adds
sorry.
well to
You,
the story.
Yeah.
you told us that if we took time off, that we could gain our sanity back. Is that not true now?
That was back when I had my own system for D&D. In Shadows of the Demon Lord, you can't regain sanity. However, there is ways to lose it, but not without leaving its mark. You can take things called, there's something you can take. They're called, what are they called? Like ticks, like kind of like certain. You can roll on a table, and you get like a trait, and then you can
Okay.
reduce your sanity. Then you can choose to reduce your sanity that way. I think it knocks off 1d6, and you get a. I fucking can't remember the name of it. It's going to annoy me now.
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't want to take away from this, but I was just thinking that's like poor Casper will go through his sanity like bloody, and so will I and everyone. Because Casper, you've taken a fair amount of insanity as well, haven't you?
I only have one. I only have one.
Oh, why do I think?
I had to roll a lot for it, but I have a high wisdom. I actually passed
Oh,
almost
okay.
everything.
Oh, that's good. Sorry.
Wisdom's like my main stat, so
Perfect.
I'm not terribly worried, but I don't want to get more either.
Everybody's so cool. So how do we level up, Darryl? You just level us up?
So you go into your character sheet. We may not have time to do this now. Let me see if you have time to do it.
Yeah, I'm just.
You go to your character, and that level 3 thing at the top. Can you change it to level 4, or do I have to do it?
No. Oh, well, it's actually letting me know.
Oh yeah,
but-
yeah. I did.
I've typed in 4.
yeah.
I typed
Oh,
in
no.
4.
Oh, is it? Darryl, is it not if you go to your. Is it background or talents or something?
Right, I just typed in 4 and it worked.
Yeah.
Wait, where are we already level
Yeah.
4?
No, I
No.
did that for you, Clock. Sorry, I was experimenting.
Oh, thank you. No, it's perfect.
Um,
It's perfect.
You were saying something
Yeah,
there?
if you go to effects. Yeah, if you go to effects on your character sheet, so past character, combat, talents, and all that stuff. The last one is effects, and in there you've got sub-tabs,
Oh yeah.
and you'll see things related to your levels now and future levels.
Where's that
And
again?
you
Sorry.
click-
Say that again?
On the
Effects.
So
far right
character sheet.
of your main sheet, under perception.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then you've got
Oh, it's the-
sub tabs. Go to general, you'll see all these passive effects that have certain levels attached to them, and you activate them. So you'll see future ones like monk level 5 is obviously grayed out until I hit level 5. So when I hit level 4, anything that's level 4 affiliated should automatically activate.
How do you know which ones that they are like? Because I was getting a gnome, but what I don't know what it is.
I'm just
Oh,
actually.
is it gonna be
Um,
talents?
What it does, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to get Daryl to do mine during the week just because I don't want to fuck it up. That's just me,
Yeah,
though.
I'm gonna
'cause
I'm gonna go
yeah.
through it properly and slowly and make sure.
Yeah.
So level 4 is actually the biggest dud level in the game. Essentially, it gives you your last trait from your race. So for
Oh.
you, I actually remember how to level up. It's coming back to me now.
I got
Well,
the
it's-
I got
diamond
savant.
total.
Is savant? I think I got savant, but is that a gnome ability?
Yeah,
It determined as a human ability. Yeah.
I got savant.
yeah, you get something like that, but it's not It's not related to your class. It's related to your race. So in order to do it, you have to. There's a way to do this. Let me just.
Oh,
check.
did you end the stream, Daryl? Sorry, I
No,
turned
no.
my
The
thing
stream's
off.
still going shit. Sorry. Yeah. All right,
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
No, thank you. Thanks very much, everybody. See you next time.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Good
whoop, whoop.
night.